Good morbing, everyone. Good morbing. The horse is here, but he's in his cage at the moment. You can't hear him yet. Disturb your daily allotted white girl music listening time? That's an interesting way to put it, Edge. But hello everyone. Hope you're having a good morning as it were. Who would win, Yakuba or Cool Kid? I guess I'm not sure how to even interpret that. Alright, well, I don't have any particular goals for tonight's stream. We're just going to kind of mess around. This isn't going to be nearly as premeditated, we'll say, as the last one. Salus had something that she wanted me to look at. Does the Haunts Meows a disguise from D.E. Glenn's Reign of Terror? I don't think so. He just kind of, yeah, he's bisexual, I think they call it. That's why he does that. Here, well, we'll unshackle him so you can hear him. He might be kind of quiet at the moment, actually. Let me turn him off. I didn't realize how low I had him. Okay, also, is my... Where the fuck did my... Oh, no, okay, my mic is still here. It disappeared for a second, I was concerned. Also, hello, everyone. Morbius came out 2 years ago? Damn. Are you an ancient movie watcher? Prehistoric Gamer for Morbius is released 2 years ago. Just turn on the Evelyn video. It is fucking hilarious. New deck. I still haven't gotten it. I was gonna have Nitro give it to me and trade him one of the ones he couldn't buy. But I forgot. I keep forgetting. The Daggett augment.
I'll fucking yeah. I'll go. We can go to the thing and then I'll trade it to you.
I think because I need to wait till Salus is here. Salus sent me some things she wanted me to talk about on stream. We're gonna have to wait for her to get here for that. I'm just gonna DM her right now, just saying like stream starting. Let me know in the chat when you want me to look at these. Okay. Anyhow. So, let me get this set up real quick. Thank you for the D&D check. You got jailed for cracking. Better than the horny one, at least, I think. Never got caught, so anyways, get checked. The on-the-run D&D guy. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm building what I'm calling thumbnail lore. The thumbnails have lore now, I'm sorry. This is gonna be like Five Nights at Freddy's level shit. It's gonna be like FNAF level shit. Anyways. So today's live reaction was contributed by Varus, I think their handle is on the Discord. I can't look now because OBS automatically censors them. But this originally had audio, but I didn't want it to constantly loop the entire stream, so I just took a still from it. It's pretty scuffed, but I still think it's funny. So we're just gonna have it kind of down there in the corner. And we're not gonna address the fact that it's missing audio. Where did the children go? Well, I mean, if there's one thing I can agree with Mr. Afton on, it is child murder. What do you think? I'm actually...
I didn't... Yeah, you can.
So, when it comes to primed mods, there was a leak a long time ago that contained primed convulsion, primed redirection, and primed dual rounds. So we got convulsion and redirection pretty shortly after, but dual rounds, you guys can't see it, can you? Dual rounds, dual rounds here was kind of missing in action for a long time, which was really weird because it was leaked like 5 or 6 months ago, I think. I say leaked with huge air quotes. I'm pretty sure there was a bug where it was chat linkable temporarily, and that was how it got found, along with prime redirection and prime convulsion. I'm glad that it came out though, because it's a big buff for art guns. I formatted like 5 of them to fit it now. But I'm glad it's in the game. It was actually, of those Prime mods that got leaked, it was the one I was the most excited for, because I was like, finally we've got, you know, some acknowledgement of art gun's existence. Now, all I'm saying is if we ever get a primed arc blade mod, like an arc melee mod, we are so back. Primed searing steel, baby.
Let's go.
I wonder if they'll ever actually acknowledge the arc melees again. But I can't remember. It's Rubido Lined Barrel has also got a primed variant, but that one came out a while ago. Bone Widow will eat good, yeah. Like Hoover Grattler melts. It depends on the weapon, but I think a lot of our more recent art guns have honestly been very good. Mazelon's quite strong. Larkspur Prime, for all of my issues with how it was handled, is still a solid weapon. Corvus Prime is very good. Velocitus is very good. Are they better than regular weapons?
New?
I say newer ones, but that doesn't include Velocitus. It's just a good one.
I was about to say, she's like, what year is it, babe?
But I do think that in general, regular weapons are still much better than them, but art guns are still, like, serviceable. We'll put it that way. From the leaks, I don't remember there being any others from that particular leak, but I might just be misremembering. I specifically remember Redirection, Convulsion, and Dual Rounds. Also, yeah, I got jailed for crack, unfortunately. Activate on condition. It could have been Critical Focus. Critical Focus. It could have been. I don't think that they would prime this one, but maybe it was. Maybe there was a primed Critical Focus. It also was a marked target. Yeah, marked target is the status chance one. Maybe Critical Focus was up for getting primed at some point or something. So Prime Streamline is probably never coming out. I don't think it actually should, to be honest, but because with Prime Streamline, there'd be no reason to use Fleeting Expertise ever again. Unless you were trying to maximize, obviously. What do we have in the alert rotation? We have Spy, Excavation, and Survival. The Spy expires in 40 seconds, so you should probably get in here quick before it goes away.
I'm still customizing. Go without me.
Okay, I guess we'll just... Oh, it's a Uranus Spy. That makes us even better. People are going to get to watch me suffer through this.
Yippee.
Let me pop out the chat real quick. Bump. Grab this. Put this here. Okay. Not those see you, Idan.
Enemies have grown fierce. Use all that you have learned.
Taking a look here. De-spent it from China for a reason. I think a lot of that, though, with a lot of that stuff, because, like, for those who don't know, a large part, from what I recall, of the controversies around, like, Prime Streamline and stuff, was data miners getting access to certain things early, and one of them was Prime Streamline. And as far as I'm aware, part of why it hasn't returned is kind of as a spite thing. Because a lot of the stuff with, like, crackdowns on data mining and stuff came from the Sacrifice's entire script getting leaked. That was the big thing. And, like, people...
It's like, yeah, Lamau.
People in the Warframe China build, I know at least for sure as well, were getting their hands on Umbra before he was out. So, stuff like that. Never put out so Prime Streamline as possible. I don't expect it. Maybe we will get it. I honestly think it would probably be a travesty for the game's balance if Prime Streamline came out. Because... you know what's funny about this one, by the way? You'll get detected, but you can't just actually skip the whole thing doing that. It's also weird. This guy is, like, interacting with it, and then he just disappears. I don't know what's up with that. Also, there is a different version of Umbra as their Prime, but this was before even that was implemented. Imagine balance in Warframe. I mean, that's true, but I still think that Streamline would kind of make... Because, like, a big part of Fleeting Expertise is the trade-off. And you're kind of giving people fleeting without the trade-off, which I think is questionable, but that's just my opinion.
Okay.
I'm going to explain the problems with the mod. I'll be honest with you, Social Moth, I don't get why people hate Equilibrium either. Like, I think it has the potential to be overused. I think that's fair. There are plenty of frames that don't really need Equilibrium, or that probably can't leverage it super well. But characters that can spawn health orbs very easily, so like Citrine, Nezha, Varuna, all those characters can take very good advantage of Equilibrium. I heard the argument that you shouldn't spend a mod slot on something shards can do for you, but I think that my issue with that angle is... Well, not even just that, but purple shards are very expensive. That's functionally 10 shards. Equilibrium is 110%. 5 purples is 50, or 75 if they're all Tau Forged, and you're losing all your shard slots. So I think that, just personally, I still think that Equilibrium is completely fine to put on. It just matters, I guess, what do you value more. I am not following the correct route because I'm reading this, but it's what do you value more, the mod slot or your shard slots? I would personally say take the shard slots, but that's just my opinion. Use the mod slot, keep your shard slots for something else. So welcome everyone. Some people are getting in here. I value being awesome. Hi Avery, I didn't expect to see you around here. I saw your post, and you probably saw my reply that LeBron James was not affected by our raid. Okay, there's a hole in the ceiling in one of these, but I'm having a moment. Where is it? I got really turned around looking at the chat, and now I'm confused. Is it this one? I think it's this one. Yeah, here it is. And then there's this awful barrier that slides back and forth, and it's really hard to tell if you're going to get detected or not, but it's fine. LeBron James should run for president? I agree. I mean, he was very intimidating when we fought him in the raid. Can't make a viable without shards anymore. Yeah, that's complete bullshit. The thing I like about Archon shards, I know Blueprint expressed a concern that I actually thought was very valid at the time, but I don't think they totally broke the game's balance. Where Blueprint expressed a concern on his channel that, like, Archon shards were going to make it so that Warframes no longer had to cope with their weaknesses. And I think that that's completely fair, but I also feel like Warframe's not like a fighting game. Like, Archon shards, I feel like kind of can be fundamentally used for 2 things, which is making up for a frame's weaknesses or enhancing what they're already good at. And I like the trade-off element there of, like, you only have so many slots you can run. So, like, do you want to use your shards to try and help Excalibur's bad survivability at higher level, or do you want to dump them into melee damage and find another solution to that problem? I think something in Warframe, just in general, that a lot of people kind of get caught in the weeds in is there are several completely valid ways to solve the same problem. I remember there was a discussion in my Discord way back when it was new, where 2 people were arguing about survivability, and the argument was basically, or no, it was energy economy and survivability, and the argument was, do you take high efficiency, like mods, or do you take survivability mods? And it was like, well, I just use high efficiency and then take Vazarin, and someone else was like, well, I just use survivability and take Xeneric, and they argued, I shit you not, for probably 30 minutes about this topic. And I joined the chat just to say, like, you guys, you both have equally valid solutions to the same problem. Like, these both solve the issue. I don't see what the problem is here. Increases the armor of Marilia. That's actually interesting. I was not aware of that. I don't know. I find stuff like that just kind of annoying, I guess, because it seems like in the Warframe community, a lot of people have this, like, my way or the highway kind of mentality about things like that, where it's like, oh, if you're not doing it the exact same way I'm doing it, you must be doing it wrong. And it's like, not necessarily. There are plenty of equally valid solutions to the same problem, but that seems to be lost on a lot of people, I feel like. We came back to the game. Yeah, I will say this, like, shards are one of those things where, oh, he actually spawned a Void Shade. That never happens. He normally dies too fast. But with just the Archon shards in general, I feel like they're really just like an endgame, almost min-maxer kind of thing. You can use them for very powerful applications that wouldn't be possible normally. Like on my Cyanax, I use 1 red shard so I can full strip with only Blind Rage. You could also use, like, corrosive projection and stuff for that too, but just in general, I feel like it's kind of like a maximizing what a frame is already good at, or trying to compensate for what they're not so great at. And I mean, frankly, like in my Excalibur example earlier, Excalibur needs more than health regen shards. I genuinely think they need to just change Excalibur's passive to like 5% lifesteal with swords. That would actually save him at higher level if they gave him that passive.
Ironically, yes, please.
Because Excalibur's current passive, to be honest, sucks. It's virtually unnoticeable, but I really wish they would change it to being lifesteal with sword weapons. That would genuinely fix his biggest problem. Gives it a nice slow globes armor. Yeah, and that I feel like that, like I said, it's kind of like you don't need shards. You don't want to engage with Forma and releveling. I think that really a lot of it, because like I said, if you're trying to maximize, things, then you'll still want to do both. But how dare you not meta, you noob? Yeah, it do be like that. Like I guess my rationale, or I guess my philosophy with that kind of thing, is if it works, I don't think it's a problem. Like if it works for you, you're the one playing the game at the end of the day, right? Like, I don't know why it's supposed to affect anyone else. Like, if you're playing, like, a Limbo and it's, like, trolling your teammates, then yeah, that shit's annoying. But I think that just broad stroke, right? It's like, if you're playing the game and you're having fun with it and it works for what you need it to do, I don't think there's any problem with that. He wants to nerf it at some point. It's interesting when it comes to nerfing in this game, because it's honestly one of those things where I feel like it's rarer than people act like it is. It's not super common that the meta as a whole gets nerfed. It's been recontextualized before, like the shield gate changes in Abyss of Daggett didn't get rid of the shield gate meta, it just changed it quite a bit. Now it's jailed for crack. Yeah, we're building thumbnail lore. It's, I don't know, it's kind of an interesting thing there, because like there have been meta things that have been nerfed as like a broad stroke thing, like AoE weapons in general having their ammo reduced, or Dante getting nerfed because, to be frank, he was a really, really strong and really, really easy to abuse at lower level, or even at higher levels. That's also why, because like a lot of people have mentioned, I think this is something even AZ Invasions brought up in his most recent video about how Jade is better than Launch Dante. Is to nerf, not buff. I don't agree with that personally. Like, sometimes I think nerfs are necessary, but even beyond that, we've seen a lot of characters get very significant buffs recently. I think that just in general, like, this isn't like Destiny, for example, where random shit gets nerfed, right? It's, or like even Helldivers.
The random Titan exotic that has 0.9% use time, it's like, wow, thank you.
Yeah, like, I feel like when it comes to Warframe, like, a lot of the things that get nerfed, it doesn't kill them. And even if they do get nerfed, usually it's not that bad. That's just my opinion. I think that a lot of, like, for example, Dante, I don't think... He's still an S-tier character, easily. In my opinion, at least. Gave Spotlight to other guns. I'm the one that Queller is a sleeper meta rifle, and I've never learned that without the nerfs. Yeah, I think the thing with the AoE thing, honestly, was people on Reddit. And I think that it's somewhat fair with, like, it's disruptive if someone is just sitting there spamming a Czar that they never run out of because they gave it to their Wukong clone or whatever, but, I don't know. Because, like, when it comes to a lot of the nerfs, like, Dante Unbound did the stupid thing of having a hotfix that was basically just nerfs. Like, when Dante got nerfed, they also nerfed, like, Nezha's Augment, Archititron, like, a lot of weapons and stuff also got nerfed in that update. I understand why they changed Archititron, but I will always mourn its death, because that thing got nerfed into the fucking dirt. Like,
Yeah.
Understandably, because it would have been insanely overpowered if they left it how it was. But, yeah.
But, yeah.
But Nezha's got reverted, a bunch of Dante's got reverted. How about Eclipse? Eclipse is an interesting situation, because to be perfectly honest, I think that Eclipse's nerf was justified, but very heavy-handed.
Yeah.
Because the intention that they wanted to do to bring Eclipse in line with Roar was make it so that Roar was pure damage, where Eclipse had the option of, you know, switching between damage and survivability. But going from 150 to 30% was a really big hit.
Yeah. And initially it wasn't even gonna be fucking, like, it was gonna be, like, additive and, like, multiplicative, but vice versa, and it was gonna be worse in general, and it's just like, oh my lord.
They did discuss changing it to additive, but they ultimately settled on
because
making
it was gonna be another, like, oh my god situation where it's just like, oh,
also,
yo.
Yeah, the Nourish nerf, I think, was basically just to kind of rein it in, but it's still an incredibly good helmet. I'm honestly surprised Gloom has never been touched, to be perfectly honest. I think that, like, when it comes to, if we're going to touch Gloom, I think knocking the slowdown from 35 to 20% at base would probably be a completely fair nerf for it. But I don't know. Like, when it comes to helmet usage, does Gloom, like, need nerfed? I mean, it's a PvE game, so no, I don't think it needs nerfed. But if we're going to, it's probably the slow that deserves to get knocked down a little bit.
Honestly, they can remove the entire slow, and I would be fine with it.
But I don't think they should remove the entire slow,
yeah.
because some characters very much rely on it. But
I wish
Also,
I could just
yeah.
have it as like an option, so I didn't have to deal with the fucking visual effect on
There
it.
was a reason I equipped Jade. Oh, right. I'm sorry, I'm getting sidetracked talking about things. So the reason I equipped Jade is because if you build Jade correctly, Jade is genuinely stronger. Huh? Oh.
You can buy me on. Yep.
Jade is genuinely probably stronger than pre-nerf Dante. The thing is, I don't play her that way because I think it's boring, and the reason I don't think it's gonna get nerfed is because it's way harder to do than Dante's was. Like, the thing with Jade is that you have to know what you're doing, I guess, to not run out of energy or constantly die. Like, she's still insanely strong, but Dante was legitimately, like, zero form of, 2 buttons, kind of thing. So yeah, I think my Jade for the wall is still crafting. I finally got her the other day. I wish Jade was mid instead of OP. I think Jade is fun, but at this point, every character we've gotten in the last 2 years is a blow up the room button, except for Citrine. Surprised it never got hit to this day got Helmet nerfed. I honestly am also surprised it never got Helmet nerfed. Like, when it comes to
Honestly, yeah.
Gloom and honestly even Pillage, I'm surprised Pillage never got nerfed. Like, Pillage, if they were ever to nerf it, the only thing I could see them doing is removing the status cleanse from it, but even then, like, it would still be really strong. We'll just do the survival. Nuke or not, so you can focus on buffing the team. Yeah, the way I have my Jade is her Exalted is still very strong, but I enjoy the gameplay loop that I feel like she was intended to have, where you use your flight for, like, Overwatch, so you can, throw, like, Light's Judgment at your teammates and be able to see them for your revive and stuff like that. Is support Jade just max strength? Jade really lives and dies by high strength, high range. If you want to nuke Jade, it's basically mostly high range, and then if you want to support Jade, it's more high strength, but you need a balance of both. And the pain in the ass with Jade is she needs everything. You will run out of energy super fast, you need your duration so you're not recasting things constantly. One step up can fuck up your entire team. I don't think that bug should result in Gloom being removed. I think they should just fix the bug, but maybe that's just my opinion. It took rifle mods to be insane. It already is insane on pistol mods. I would actually say that it being on pistol mods is more insane than if it was on rifle mods. The only limiting factor there is hunter munitions, I guess, but...
For the what is it?
For Jade's secondary. But there are a lot of ridiculously good pistol mods, too. Better on others from them. Yeah, I think, honestly, like, if we're going to evaluate any helmets to be nerfed, they're probably going to be Gloom for sure, and probably Pillage. Just gotta throw down an energy pad real quick. But I do think that...
Life support has been cut off.
Like,
they're trying to choke you out.
But otherwise, yeah,
Hold
this is
on.
cool.
I'm sending auxiliary life support.
I'll just look at myself now.
I just realized that Sporky started the mission, didn't he? Motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah, when it comes to... Also, let me know if the game's audio is too loud relative to my voice. Last stream I noticed that was actually a lot quieter than I thought I was, so please let me know so I can actually fix the issue. But yeah, so with Jade, I feel like... Because, like, the way I have it set up is that basically the alt fire is good for, like, trash mobs, and then I use the primary fire for, like, big targets. She also is a lot more fun in areas that have open ceilings.
Yeah.
My ears? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Game does need to be quieter. Mute game audio and make the mic peak. You know, I could do that. I could also just get, like, really close to my microphone. Sorry. Here. Let me... It's also probably just the fact that Jade is insanely loud. I'll be honest with you all. Jade, in general, is just ridiculously loud. We're gonna drop this by 2.5 decibels. We'll see if that's any better. We'll see if that's any better. Genuinely, though, Jade in general as a character is super fucking loud. I turned this down quite a bit. Let me know if it's better or not enough. What are y'all talking about? Jade has not been buffed. I think the thing with Jade is genuinely that a lot of people just don't entirely know how to build her.
Dave Stalker's on after me.
How close can you lay to your microphone? I could put the whole thing in my mouth. If you want me to.
I've delivered a life support capsule to the area.
But
Activating it will
I see one way better and then one still incredibly loud. Duality of man. I don't know what y'all want from me. If I'm looking at the audio mixer, it doesn't seem that loud, but it's also kind of hard to tell. I genuinely think part of it is just... I genuinely think Oh yeah, soccer fucked off because I'm okay. Bye.
Right.
Yeah, it's the funny, weird, and obscure fact, everyone.
Though.
We need the Bronze Jade and the Bronze Age. Give the microphone rim job. I could put the whole thing in my mouth. Trust. Yeah, like that. Big Floppa 2, you bumbling idiot. Wake up. See, this is what I mean with, like, you can use the advantage, like the height advantage for, you know, fun stuff like that. Or, like, you know, Nitro's over here. If he came into this room, I could, you know, toss that in his direction.
Yeah.
Molly, microphone, please. She's like, she's the angelic wireframe shud. Yeah, but he's also just really fucking loud. I don't care if it's how the developers intended. I can't hear anymore. My ears are ringing.
Bro, wait, you can hear it too? You can hear it too?
This looks way more fun than I can show it off. A very popular build with Jade at the moment. Because, like, here's some things to consider when it comes to Jade. Her alt fire is not affected by base damage mods. So I rely on her base damage buff for my primary fire, so I can free up that space for other things on the, Every new Warframe is really loud now. Yeah, honestly, they are all really fucking loud. It annoys me. It's, base armor strip strength. I think that if they were to nerf Pillage, I don't know if you're behind, because they brought this up a while ago, but if they were to nerf Pillage, they would probably just remove the status and cleanse off of it. I think any other thing they could do to it would hurt it way too much.
Honestly, yeah, Status Cleanse, I didn't even know it did, so, like, you know, I just want, like, a fucking bust shields and armor strip. That sounds perfect. I just have to
also feel like,
yeah, for that.
I feel like Corvex's wall is also kind of loud. Like, the slam noise of the wall is also, same with his laser. It's just kind of loud. Librarian frame is loud as fuck. I never really thought of it that way, but I guess you're right.
Nah.
Most visually interesting frames. I think she does, honestly, like, for the most part, her design and the way she, like, opens up when she's in her angel form and stuff is really interesting.
It's just, you know, the aspect.
Yeah, and then there's the thing, but... Blow up, blow up, blow up. I should not be spamming my middle click on one guy. I'm gonna lose all my fucking energy. Oh, hi, hey, fucking, the way Swanardian spelled Salus, I almost called Salus salad, because I just read what Swanardian said, and my brain just decided to auto-finish it. I can go ahead and show this in a second. Have you messed with Blast and Zephyr? I haven't messed with it myself, but I'm aware of it. My thing with Blast Zephyr is that I'm just kind of at the point where it's like, it's broken Zephyr build number 83. Like, there's been so many over the years that I'm just not really impressed by it anymore. Because Tornadoes is just an insane ability.
I know what's in fucking Gas Zephyr is really fucking good, but like, holy shit, that's instant kill, not like a second, no, instantly dead. And it's like, uh-oh.
My kind of feeling with it right now is that basically, Gas is like the low fire rate, high damage version of Blast, kind of. Where it's like Blast excels on high rate of fire weapons, Gas does really well on low rate of fire weapons. That, you know, hit really hard. So, like, Spearex, Daikyu, Nataruk, those can take good advantage of Gas, while things like Cycron, Glaxia, and stuff like that take good advantage of Blast. I'm getting turned around. You coming, Nitro?
Yep.
Consider extraction.
I hate that if you dash as Jade in the air, you have to let go of W, or you can't go down for a few seconds. It's really annoying.
Where do you get the cannonade mods from again, baby?
Those mods are from the new game mode, Ascension.
Gotcha. Have you got any rifle ones yet?
3000 Rift Torrent? Yeah, fair enough. Also, I can show... like I said, I'll also have to give you the explanation for them, because I don't like just showing builds and being like, here's how to, you know, here, you can play the game. He just went from marking multiple groups and casting it all on every group, just annoying. I think when it comes to pre-nerf Dante, his power was that he was... Because, like, his actual damage output did not get changed. I think that what makes pre-nerf Dante so noteworthy is he could basically mark a group of enemies and then walk into another room and do it again and then blow both rooms up. Which Jade can still do. It's just that you have to see the enemy. Like, it's weird. As far as I've been told, Jade isn't line of sight based. If she has to have seen the enemy she's marked, and then she can do it, even if they're no longer in her line of sight. As long as she has seen them at least once, then it counts. Which is really fucking weird, to be honest.
New Ferris Demon post, let's go.
Huh? Oh, hell yeah. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm like juggling the chat and shit real quick. Farewell Swan. It's just annoying to do.
Well,
yeah,
I think someone's finally made a good Gara fashion.
My thing with the Dante nerfs, I don't think it was necessarily to make him worse. It was so he would not steal his teammates' kills through walls. I think that was genuinely the main reason Dante got the line of sight nerf. Also, yeah, Word Warden is incredibly good.
Oh, it's not Gara. Never mind. This is Ember.
Word Warden does go crazy.
Word Warden. I still cannot check the fact that sounds like you're just like talking about like a fucking kids show or some shit now.
Yeah, it's like a Super Y character or something.
You mean a Protogen character?
Dante also did get his Overguard. I actually like the change to his Overguard because it made him have to work for it more, which I think has strengthened its identity. Because they changed it so that it didn't give you as much up front, but it did, they doubled the amount that you got on a kill, which I think was actually a really good change, because it strengthened the identity of the ability. It made it more distinct, I guess. Do you think Blast is being overhyped? To an extent, yes. It's still extremely good, but I think some people are acting like it's like there's nothing else but Blast, you know, the meta is completely gone. It's like, no, not really.
No, not really. It's now good enough for me to actually use and like actively potentially want on guns, so like that, I consider that a win.
Yeah, like Blast excels like in mostly high fire rate weapons, is where Blast does really well.
I mean, technically you can also do it well.
One cast. Yeah, it's interesting to me too, because the Frost got a really, really good buff to Icy Avalanche, where now it considers each time, well, the first time he hits any enemy with Avalanche, it considers his current armor in the Overguard calculation, which is really strong, but I find it weird because then Ember shows up with her recently buffed Healing Flame, and Healing Flame kind of sucks for Overguard generation. Like, it's still a very good augment because you can abuse Overguard gating with it very easily, but it doesn't generate that much. It's just usable now. I think it's kind of contextual. Like, broad stroke, yeah, it's worse than viral, but it's still very, very strong in the right context, given literally everything else in the game. I think the issue was how easy it was. Because, like I said, with that was also the intent behind nerfing Wukong and stuff, was it was very easy to just not let your friend or like your teammates play the game. And like, yeah, that's still a thing in this game, but I think that was part of the driving force behind it, was if I'm, you know, doing something and my super high range Dante teammate just hits his 4 and kills everything I was fighting, that's not fun. And it literally was not the Dante's fault. He was just playing his kit and stealing my kills just by virtue of existing, which kind of sucks for everyone, honestly. I guess because of high fire rate. I think I still just use Exceltra, but that doesn't have a very good ammo economy. Kind of tough to say, honestly. It should work. Yeah, hello from Bike Ride. Welcome, Rosie. But yeah, Blast is very good on high rate of fire weapons. Like the beam weapons.
Did you fall over trying to type that message?
But yeah, like beam weapons and stuff, due to not letting others play. Thermal Sunder has been nerfed. That did happen.
If I may say, operator, your chosen Warframe suits you.
You might be able to see it here. Altered. Scaling from heat status on enemies capped to 10 times ability damage. This did get nerfed. Not on Gauss, but Gauss has to work for it, unlike the Helminth version. I still think the main issue, to be honest, is, how do I put this? They're trying to remove ways that make it completely easy and brain dead to steal all your teammates' kills. But you still can, because it's fucking Warframe. Like, of course you still can. This game is not difficult, especially in regards to just, like, deleting the entire room. You don't even reach that cap. In terms of the damage, due to the low fire rate, yeah, fair enough. Scale from Blast scales on weapon damage, but the important thing is that once it hits 10 stacks, it sums all the damage and explodes for bonus damage and bonus range. So the benefit to that is if you proc it really quickly, you're getting those really high damage explosions really quickly. Because normally Blast is on a 1.5 second delay, and each new proc of Blast adds to the damage but resets the timer. So being able to hit 10 seconds as fast as possible is extremely beneficial. I have not played with Secondary Fortifier yet, no. Not as much as I should have, I guess. It's a horse for some reason, yeah. So yeah, I think my main thing with the damage type changes in terms of, just not multiplicatively anymore. Oh, okay, I see what you mean now. Also, yeah, Blast has no inherit. And yeah, that's true. That's still kind of Heat's domain, I guess. Are viable for average use. I think Gas is viable on, like, 10 weapons, basically.
And 2 of those are innate gas weapons, so, you know, Lamau.
Well, it's like... For weapons, like, the Natterrook is very good with it. Daikyu is good with it. Spear-X is good with it. High damage, high status. I think Vectis is actually good with it. High damage, high status.
Yeah. Honestly,
is the niche that it occupies.
It's a fucking thing, because, like, you know, you think it's like, oh, hey, this is, like, to make any weapon, like, a semi-AoE. Now, kind of that's better with Blast, because, you know, for Gas's, like, actual range, you need multiple stacks. But on guns, you know, you want it. It's a fucking bit of a, you know, mixed thing, because, you know, you want the most range, but you also need them as much stacks. But the more stacks you get, you know, usually the more damage that you have to do, or the less damage you end up doing, so it's kind of self-productive.
It's
certain
kind of
weapons I found to get
rely
around
on,
that, like, what's it, Paris Primal
shot.
Augments, but yeah.
Also, just looking at this here, removing stuff that steals teammates kills kneecaps them for solo play, which is the only Q that's spun a lot of people at this point. Dante, I don't think, got kneecapped in solo play by that nerf. He had to see the enemies he was blowing up to hit them with his 3 to begin with. Really, I feel like it was just that if your teammate was in a room over doing their own thing and they kept getting their kill stolen, that was unfun. Like, for me personally, it did not affect the way I played Dante literally at all, because I had to see them to mark them in the first place. An Incarnate Miter, or rather any Incarnate with high crit, yeah. And also Torrid in general is just, even like the beam of Torrid with Blast is also incredibly good from what I've heard. Also, yeah, Radprocs do, or have had a 12-second duration for a very long time. Then had Barra bring Prime Firestorm. The Prime, I feel like even Song's AoE is not that strong as like a blow up the room option. It's more of just a way to like neutralize enemies and deal a good chunk of damage to them, I think. I don't personally agree that Torrid is mid. I still think it's incredibly strong. I don't personally use it that often, to be honest, because it's like, yeah, it's good, but I don't know, it is what it is. I will always be a certified Phantasma gamer. I actually, like, played Revenant a lot when he was new. You can make fun of me for that now, but I actually played him, like you're supposed to. So, with Punch Through That's power, yeah, I haven't messed with Glaxian as much as I should have. I got it and just kind of leveled it and left it alone.
I need to get a 10 Glaxian, yeah. I can go for 10 weapons. I also need to find some duck. I think Barrow goes away today or tomorrow, or?
Barrow goes away, yeah, tomorrow. I think that's right.
Right, so yeah, we need to get some fucking Prime Relics so we can find one of those things. That'd be great. Yeah, one of those things, you know, the fucking, the one, the guy.
With Grossman Blast is goated. Yeah, that's unsurprising. Like I said, beam weapons really do take really good advantage of it. Barrow goes on reset.
Every 10 rounds, basically.
It's a bit boring in my opinion. Yeah, and I think that's fair. It's just in general, like, it is kind of boring. That's an issue with, like, AoEs and stuff, too, in my opinion. Like, I think it's interesting, because there is kind of this divide I've noticed from reading my own comments. Sorry, I'm probably sounding weird. I'm taking my jacket off, because it's fucking hot in here. But, so when it comes to stuff like that, Nitro, I can't threaten you with what I would normally threaten you with live on stream, so just zip it. Anyways, when it comes to the player base, it's weird because, like, you know, we're discussing this kind of thing, but a very large amount of the Warframe player base crutches on these things because they don't really understand the game. And I'm not saying that to be mean. it's just kind of the reality of it. Warframe is so complicated that a lot of people find out that these things are so strong and so easy to make strong, and they just rely on them. And so you end up in this kind of odd situation with that, where I'm gonna die to this electric rock if I don't do that. But I think with a lot of that stuff, because like when I was doing the Overguard video and I was reading some of the comments on that, one of the comments I had received more than once. Are we not on Steel Path? No, we are. Why are there so few enemies spawning?
I mean, I was holding up the checkpoint with you know, burst and prime like in time for like a minute there, so.
But I guess the point I'm trying to make with that is I've seen a lot of comments that were like, yeah, I feel like on Steel Path I have to use Wukong and Revenant to survive, and it's like, the truth of the matter is, I sound mean saying this, but that's entirely a you problem. Like, I've played every frame on Steel Path at least a little bit, and all of them are perfectly serviceable.
I mean, with a few serviceable, yes. With a few asterisks, do they need help? Yes, a lot of flames need help, especially on Steel Path.
I'm not saying
Excalibur.
Well, Excalibur just needs Gloom. That's his problem, is he dies too fast.
And I don't like Gloom because I like all my abilities.
But the thing with that is, like, a lot of players just struggle. And so when they find easy solutions to problems, they just take them and don't use anything else, and then they get upset that the game feels shallow. In Asia Public, Slame Wukong. That's interesting. I don't think I've ever encountered that kind of thing in this, you know, over here. Wukong's abusing melee slams.
Why would they be abusing?
Because they buffed slams in Dante Unbound, I think it was.
What have you done? That was a sister beacon.
Which, like, primary block profits will benefit from. Yeah, the thing with CC primarily is that a lot of hard CC gets shut down. I don't know, I lay it out in that video, but to be honest, I have legitimately been insulted so many times over that video's existence, I'm just not going to bring it up. And much as I feared, it's happening with the new video too, again. So I think, once again, God forbid I express my opinion in the Warframe community. Unfortunately, I'm actually just an idiot that doesn't know how the game works. You know, despite every credential I could ever put up against that.
They're all shit.
Yeah, Cloudwalker slam over and over. Yeah, that makes sense. Run through the map giving everyone super cancer. Yeah. Best in solo. Because she is a support. It's interesting, too, because I think the main issue with Jade's survivability, like, she's able to regen a shit ton of health per second. She's just easy to one-shot. That's the thing that makes Jade's survivability bad, is she's easy to insta-kill.
Bro, just shield
if you're able to stay in your healing zones, you're fine. For the most part, unless you just get clipped by something in one shot. It's especially bad in this game because I have to dip out of Jade all the time.
Oh.
On Excel, it's cozy. Yeah, I think the thing with that, though, is, like, you could slot all of those things or just Gloom, and it's the trade-off of, like, which do you want. Lycav's Hunt is absolutely a viable option, though.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah,
it's not going to be as aggressively good as Gloom, because Gloom is literally, because it's lifesteal percentage, it's one hit and all of your health is back.
Yeah.
But also, what ability do you think best to subsume off of Jade? None of them. I don't think you should take any ability off of Jade. I think they're all too good. Personally, I would say don't get rid of any of them. The only one I could say is if you're not going for, like, an AoE or, like, if you don't want to use the Exalted, drop it for something else. But in general, I would say that there's nothing to take off of her. And like, see, I appreciate that, Alex. That, like, some people do see what I'm going for. The problem is the amount of people that just, like, how do I put this? The amount of people that have very bad faith engaged with my arguments gets very wearing.
Yeah, understandably.
Easy for newer players to use. I'm not entirely sure what point you're trying to make, Aiden. I'm not saying that there aren't bad characters in this game, because there are that are weak. But I also don't necessarily think it's fair to say that the game is bad because only few characters are viable. That's not really that true. Wrathful Advanced Healing Return. That also, yeah, I can see that working.
I had Healing Return. It still wasn't enough, honestly.
Is Jade any good? Very. We'll just leave it at that. I also feel like people are probably just falling behind on the stream for whatever reason, because I feel like Idan's message showed up like multiple minutes after I brought up that point, unless I just decided to send it. I don't know, maybe my chat's being weird or something. Yeah, what people were saying was basically, I feel like I have to play Wukong and Revenant at high levels, and the game feels small because I can't play anyone else on Steel Path. And the answer is you can play plenty of other characters on Steel Path. Are Revenant and Wukong easy solutions? They are, but they're not the only ones.
Fun times.
I also very much don't think you have to be LR4 to get the most out of most of the characters in this game. Like some, yeah, I feel like we'll like crutch on a Subsume or something, but yeah, see, I got heat procced when I was in my 4 there, because you can still take damage during a channeled ability. That was just me being stupid. I need to start getting, like, dipping in and out of glory against these things.
Oh shit, oh god.
It's a matter of skill issue. Like, because, like, with... Use Ice Wave. Yeah, Ice Wave Impedance's buff is actually huge. I need to play with it more, because I'm really happy that it got that attention. It sounds really good. Also, yeah, if you are in a channeled ability and you enter your operator, your frame can still take damage. And even worse than that, your frame can die. And if your frame dies, it immediately pulls you back and puts you in bleed out. It is cancer. Literally haven't died
I guess
once.
the exception is Umbra, technically, but yes.
You can definitely do... Like I said, I feel like a lot of it is what do you want to focus on. Because it's like a lot of people are probably not going super hard on survivability because her damage potential is high. Like, you can use the shield recharge aura and things like that, and it's still very good for survivability in that way. If a frame needs one to work, then it's poor design. Yeah, I still feel like there are plenty of frames that, like I said, I think Excalibur is a good frame with a major weakness, and that he kind of has to use a Subsume to survive that weakness. But I'm not saying that doesn't... still don't think Excalibur is bad. He just has a really crippling weakness that needs to be fixed at some point, in my opinion. I'm very sad that the developers have never changed his passive after all these years. It's a good opportunity to fix it.
Buff the numbers and it'd be alright, but like, come on.
You have Big Floppa? That is the name of my cat. We are not the same. Blueprint, I will just say that if you were not rage baiting and actually think Gloom is a bad ability, I don't really know how to even feel about that take.
I don't know, ask Sabushi, he'll tell you.
If he needs it, it doesn't...
Oh no, I asked Nightmare, and that's the guy.
I'll say, it certainly helps cover for his biggest weakness. I still feel like a Warframe making good advantage of a Subsume does not necessarily make them bad, but that's just my opinion. Because can Excalibur use other options for survivability? Yes. He can use things like Healing Return or Life Strike or what have you. That don't require Subsumes. It's just that, yeah, Gloom is by far the most powerful way to go about fixing that problem. It's like, that's really just Excalibur's biggest issue. I think that saying that because he benefits from a Subsume, all of his other strengths are completely null and void and he's just bad is a very absolutist position. It's because it's like, yeah, it's not good for a frame to be reliant on a Subsume, but I think it's not fair to discount all the other pros of their kit because they use one. It's kind of like Banshee. Like, I think Banshee also takes a lot of advantage of Subsumes, and Atlas does as well.
I mean, I don't think they're bad. You were saying that Banshee might not be the good pick.
Banshee is a strong character. She's just a glass cannon. And when I mean glass, I mean...
she's like worthless, though, or?
Soundquake is worthless. The other two are definitely not. Or the others are definitely not.
What about the, what was her second first one ability?
Her first ability, the Shove, has been bugged for years in armor strips without the augment.
Ah.
I don't know why. They just never fixed it. It also, like, it shouldn't be a full body action. That's stupid. But pushing enemies away is also surprisingly helpful in a pinch. Did they finally fix it? It took them literal years after they had changed the armor strip augment.
You did it again, babe. Good job.
Honestly, even if they fix it, it's still easy to just push enemies away in a pinch, but she's a paper cannon. I was going to say, she is incredibly easy to kill, but at the same time, she is able to hit the damage cap insanely easily. But I don't know, I feel like it's not fair to say that a frame is bad because they rely on, or not rely on, but take strong advantage of Subsumes. I think every character can be played without a Subsume, but some benefit a lot more than others from them.
Yeah.
But that's just my opinion on the matter. I feel like that's almost like saying like a Warframe that needs an augment to be good is bad because it's not in their base kit. Like I don't think that's an entirely fair assessment.
If they're not that bad, but if they need to be good, then I think it might as well be part of the kit, and then give them something else to work with. Because you know, I want to have options to, you know, like different side grades and not have to have something to make a frame quote unquote good or some shit like that. You know.
The Ember Heirloom also dropped during TennoCon, I believe. I've been using damage. Oh yeah, someone asked for that. I completely forgot to show it. I don't like showing builds because it feels shallow, but this is what I'm currently using. I burnt my hand on oatmeal.
Would you say it feels quite?
This is what I'm currently using. The forma I have on here are kind of unnecessary, to be honest. But this is what I'm using on Jade herself. And then I have 3 strength shards, a cast speed, and an effectiveness on energy orbs. Trust me, it helps. And then this is what I have on here. Like I said, no base damage because the alt fire does not benefit from base damage. If you're going purely for alt fire build, though, you basically want to go pure damage and faction damage. Nothing really as simple as that. I still don't personally agree with you. I don't think it's fair to discount an entire Frames kit because they have one weakness that needs help, but I see where you're coming from. Zaku Prime at TennoCon. Hopefully they will talk about Zaku Prime. They talked about Prime Accesses, I think, at pretty much every single TennoCon. But yeah, that's just that. And like I said, with like Excalibur, I don't think it's fair to say he's shittily designed because he dies easily. It's a major weakness of his, but that doesn't mean that every other thing about him is bad. Either of Excalibur's deluxes. Zato I'm not really a big fan of, but I do like Proto Armor. Procs on her 4.
Yeah, I just bought it. I am absolutely a fan of this shit now.
Archon Velocity is very good for her regular 4, but her alt fire does not take advantage of it either. So, like, mine is I've tried to balance between both alt fire and primary fire. If you're going all in on one or the other, you can kind of shift the scales on that. You want to pursue that Arcane and Shard buff? I think you're overkilling the stat. I mean, this is with Shard buffs, but I think it honestly depends. Some frames really, really want one particular stat.
Operator, the sentients are not laughing at my jokes. Did they?
Like, for example, Wisp really likes high strength. So, forgetting my Gauss Prime fashion is a weirdly divisive topic. I've had some people tell me that they think it's really good, and some people tell me that they think it's really bad. This is what I currently have. It is basically black, white, yellow, and red. The Wing Ephemera effect is still there. This is what I have. I like it. I've had several people tell me that it's bad, and several people tell me that it's good, and I'm just going to leave it at that, because everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Even if the opinion is wrong.
Couldn't work without an armor strip. I still think that Gyre uses an armor strip quite a bit too, but I don't know. I'm not going to continue. I've made my point clear. I don't think there's any point in discussing it further. I'm just going to say agree to disagree on this one. Fell off so hard, he's still great. I think the problem with Sevagoth for a lot of people is just the fact that playing as 2 characters is kind of weird for some people to get their heads around. But I guess I'm not entirely sure. He also requires a lot of Forma investment. I keep killing myself with heavy sums like every mission. That might be related to the blast self-damage bug. That was mostly fixed, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's still, like, random cases of it. Sorry, I'm just catching up on the chat a little bit, but it's kind of hard. I hate whenever I watch VODs and see all the messages I miss, and I feel like a total asshat for it. We'll play Dante. Fuck it, why not? With just 2 form and not even touch his shadow? Yeah, that's the thing, though. Which frame do you think is most likely to get a rework next? I really hope that it's Equinox, honestly, because I feel like she has kind of been power crept out of the game really hard, but I don't honestly know. Reb has publicly coped that Nyx is good, so I'm giving up hope on that ever-changing. But, like, I hope it's Equinox. They kind of implied Caliban is going to get adjustments at PAX, but, like, Equinox has been power crept off the face of the planet and needs help. I think Chroma's not in, like, dire need of a rework, but he still really does need one. I I think that's up there. I don't know. There's a lot of frames that I feel like now that we've gotten the big two out of the way, which are Inaros and Hydroid, now that they're done, it's kind of up in the air. You know, who is going to be next? Mobile defense. You know, we could actually do that. And then I'm going to, earlier today, I had a Jade Light Eximus randomly insta-kill it as soon as it got touched, and I don't know how that happened, but, you know. Need some adjustments and some augments made based on kit. I honestly think one of my biggest issues with her is just uncap her 2's armor strip. That would immediately make her go up a tier. I feel like it's... In the current state of the game, I do not think it would be overpowered for Psychic Bolts to be uncapped, but that's just my opinion. With how many armor strips we have easy access to, I find it really weird that it resets.
Alternatively, make it so that strength gives you more bolts per cast. That'd be fun.
These are worthy foes. Underestimate them at your
The modern
peril.
ones, and she keep monitoring a lot of outside buffs. I don't personally agree that Ivara needs a rework, but I see where you're coming from. I think a lot of that honestly just comes back that she's very slow. Oh, we got one of the weird 2-terminal mobile defenses. These are semi-rare.
Oh, like only 2 terminals instead of 1, or?
A very long time ago, they made changes to mobile defense that reduced the time it took for mobile defenses to actually happen. But it used to be much longer instead of, like, I think it's a minute 20. But yeah, these ones are the old 2-minute timer, but there's only 2 of them.
Honestly based. Which
is an interesting, like, you don't see this very often. I have no Latron and Karnan stacks. I am an idiot, and I should be executed. I'm about to be executed by Parvos Graham himself.
Apparently.
Exalted Dragon for the Scalies to play with. I feel like if Chroma's ever to get a rework, I do hope it's a big one to make him feel more in line with his
honestly, I hope Chroma's
with his
next
vision.
block, but I know he
Equinox needs augments to be put into her base kit. I think that, like, for example, like Energy Transfer, I think it's called, the one for her 4, definitely. I also think there's just some number adjustments that need to happen. Like, her Night Form 3 should not have fucking fall off. Her Night Form 4 should give you way more shields back per kill. Always have on this particular planet? I'm actually not entirely sure. But I think that, like, several of the augments for Equinox being part of the base kit would be very helpful. Like the slow, Peaceful Provocation would be very good to make one. I also think that they should just be, like, the buffs you get when you switch forms on Equinox should not be timed but permanent. Basically, like, different passives that you get while you're in a given form, instead of being, like, a short buff when you switch. But, like... I also feel like when it comes to Equinox, her ability to nuke has kind of fallen off because armor hurts her so hard in comparison to, like, the old days. If they made it so her 4 would force a slash proc, because I don't believe it does, but when you actually use the 4 for the nuke, if it forced a slash proc, that'd also go a really long way. They did just change armor. They did, but I don't know if it's going to be enough to save her. I haven't played her almost at all since the changes, though. What are your thoughts on Valkyr? I think she's a fun character, but she's definitely lacking.
Great fucking stance, and she'll be a lot better, I think.
Like, the main issue, is with Valkyr, her 1's not particularly good, and neither is her 3. Warcry is a very good ability, and her Exalted's only real viable playstyle is spamming slide attacks, because its stance is really bad. So those... Reason. Like, I don't know if she would just want, like, an overhaul or, like, a full-blown rework that completely changes him, or changes her, but...
Yo.
I personally think that for Valkyr, a lot of it could just be, like, improvements to her existing kit that make her a lot better. Consider a laughingstock. Yeah, Latron's Incarnate is probably one of the... In my opinion, it's, like, probably a top 5 Incarnate. It is very, very strong.
Well, you about to say, like, the worst.
You in the mood or something. I've long been a Frost fan. It kind of became a recurring meme on my streams that I would have to defend his honor whenever I brought him out. Because people would always tell me, like, why are you using Frost? He's bad. And I'm like, alright, that's about fucking it. I don't know why. My Ox Stiletto is not very good until I get its conditionals proc, and that's not happening, so we're just not doing that.
Okay, can I see how it is? Fucking, I'm like a fucking 7 stack for, like, you know, a minute and a half in my melee. It's like, you know what, maybe I'll just fucking heavy attack. Immediately you have to heavy attack Tennokai. Just like, man.
Funny. Also, yeah, Loki is an interesting character because he is actually quite good at manipulating enemies. That's kind of the main thing, is that you can use... Yeah, Sci-Fi's kind of bringing this up. Disarm forces them to move towards their targets, and then you can use Decoy to manipulate where they're going, which is a surprisingly powerful thing, especially because enemies with Overguard will still target decoys. So you can use, like, his ability is... I think it's kind of misunderstood. He more manipulates enemy AI than anything. And then there's also, obviously, Damage Decoy. Damage Decoy is very good. But that's more for, like, making a spread status and spreading chaos, basically. But
just like
4
Nyx,
plus
you know,
1...
who, you know, come out
Yeah, 4+1 on Loki is a very good way to manipulate enemy AI into doing what you want them to do. Cross is just for defense, for real.
the fucking poor grenade when fucking Loki hits 4 and then puts the 1 in his name.
Sweet. Okay, I'm just catching up on the chat a little bit. I don't think I have that much to make a comment on. Then when it comes to, I don't know. Like I said, I think in general in Warframe you can play whoever you want. No one is like unusably bad, but that doesn't mean that there aren't characters that more are in need of help than others. But I also feel like it's a weirdly divisive topic, because some people are very hyperbolic in a way, where it's like they will go with the argument that like certain characters are completely unusable or what have you, and I think that's generally just like damaging in a way to... Because, like, you'll see, there's something that is specific, like, Phoenix told me about this kind of experience, where it was like they had really wanted Ember because she looked cool, and then heard that she was bad, and they were really disappointed. And it's like, I feel like it's not fair to, like, kill people's enthusiasm, because, like, when you're, especially when you're a newer player, a lot of enthusiasm will come from seeing a frame with a theme that you like. And it's like, oh, like, I want that character because they have a theme that I think is cool.
Yeah.
And I think it's really shitty to be like, that frame's bad, don't play them. And it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like... Robin's acceleration. Honestly, if Ripline preserved your momentum, it would be awesome. Also, please, DE, make it so that if we tap Ripline, we can swing on it, and then if we hold it, we pull ourselves towards it. That would be cool as fuck. But... get nuked with the new Jade Eximuses? Not necessarily, because it scales based on the EHP of nearby enemies. Press button to blow up room frames. I actually need brain cells to play. I think you can say that for quite a few characters, to be honest. Ember's rework is actually kind of like that, too. I didn't get it at first, but now that I played with it, it's actually a really interesting... I don't know. Ember's rework feels like it was designed around Heat and Harriet being a mechanic. Like, she's fun. I actually play her with 3 augments right now, because I enjoy using her as, like, a weird, like, almost like weapons platform kind of character, but... Also, I'm glad to have you here. Thank you for stopping by. I need to sleep. Please review the chart. Okay, I guess we'll do the thing. Shell of what he was concepted to be. I think Revenant can be fun if you play him like he's supposed to be played, which is manipulating a small group of enemies and, you know, like, tactically killing and respawning them for different reasons, like to get buffs and stuff like that. But because Mesmer Skin is so insanely good... that's all he gets used for by a lot of people. Okay.
And the fact that he was supposed to be, you know, the vampire frame, no, he's not.
Okay. Salus has, 2 things she sent to me that she wants me to look at. I guess we're going to discuss this together. This is Salus's hot takes. Or to shut up. So we have, here's the first chart. Salus sent this to me earlier. So we have average Warframe player chart. We have the columns are designed for smart players, played by smart players, with air quotes, designed for dumb players, and then played by dumb players. This chart only illustrates what it's perceived by the majority of experiences reported by players. If you feel like you've got negatively targeted by this chart, go fuck yourself and get a life. I appreciate that we're being this bombastic. Okay. So let's review, alright, in the played by smart players and designed for smart players, we have Lavos, Ember, Banshee, Frost, Baruch, Yareli, Ember, Nidus, Grendel, Varuna, Nyx, Oberon, and Sevaga. I mostly agree with this. I think you could honestly probably move Baruch. I feel like Baruch is a character who's really easy to play, like, you know, dumbed down, because you can just mash his 2 and then use his 4. We have designed for dumb players, but played by smart players. Corvex, Gara, Atlas, Loki, Volt, Protea, Mag, Trinity, and Citrine. Did you just call Avara Ember? No, Ember's up here in the, Ember's in this list for the top left column. Did I skip over Avara? Oh, I did skip over Avara. Play by dumb players, but designed for smart players. Limbo being in here is really tragic.
Yeah, honestly.
Because it's completely true. Like, if you know what you're doing, Limbo is actually a surprisingly strong character. Why Atlas is played by smart players? I think a lot of it comes down to maximizing him with, like Incarnins and stuff, is there's a lot more potential there than you would expect at a glance. Yeah, designed for smart players but played by dumb players. Vauban is in here. Equinox is in here. That's kind of sad. Dante is in here.
Wait a minute, Salus.
Fair
Where's Caliban?
Titania, Gauss, Harrow. I feel like Harrow honestly could go in the smart player category. Hydroid, Jade. I think honestly Jade could go in the smart player category because spamming her is actually kind of difficult. Korra, I don't know, I might put in the top right section, honestly. Neja, Octavia, yeah, deserves to burn in hell down here. Gyre, I guess you can just walk through levels with her, honestly. Ash, Garuda. If you put Gloom on Garuda, it fixes her biggest problem, so... And that placement describes me perfectly. Yeah, Zaku being in designed for dumb players and played by dumb players is tragically pretty fucking accurate. Because it's just use your 2, use your 4 and your 3, and you just stand there. Yeah, in the designed for dumb and played by dumb, we have Wukong, Wisp, Revenant, Excalibur. I don't agree with Excalibur purely because he's so insanely easy to kill. Like,
Yeah.
at higher levels, you have to constantly be cognizant of the fact that you're basically within insta-kill range at all times. I'd probably put him in the played by smart players category, but still designed for dumb players.
I would say that he's in there because it's also like one of the starter frames, so it's innately kind of, you know, it's the dumb player.
Volt and
like,
Mag are also up here, but I feel like at low levels exactly, like yeah, Excalibur is just like the win button with his 4, but in Steel Path, I would put him up higher because he has to rely on it. Or he has to rely on methods of healing himself. Hildren, I don't feel like anyone actually plays Hildren these days, but she's not that hard to play. It's literally just pillage and her
I'm sure
run.
Rose does.
Mesa, Mirage, I think that's Necros, but he's looking away from the camera. I think that's who that is. Styanax, Valkyr, Zephyr, Daggeth. I wouldn't put Daggeth in design and played by dumb players. People hate Daggeth because they don't understand how to work around her survivability. I think Daggeth is actually really, really fun and very good if you can figure out how to work around her biggest weakness. I'd probably put her up a little bit higher too, personally, but Saren is played by dumb players. I feel like I agree with this, but it's like you have to understand how she works a little bit, but she is also still incredibly brain dead. Same like Colorvo, like I guess kind of the same thing, where it's like a
Yeah, Rose plays Hildren.
Hamis, thank you for the Hamis.
Let's go.
So here's the tragedy. I know you're asking for it, Etch. This is the one where I'm gonna honestly have some issues. Caliban gets his own chart, and it's just this. Now, chat, I'm going to go out on this one and defend Caliban's armor. Or honor. He's not that bad. People really overstate how bad Caliban is. He's not that bad. I think the main issue with Caliban is he's very, how do I put this? Caliban is a character who's very, like, weirdly... His kit doesn't flow super well together. He's pretty bad. Absolutely not. Razor Gyre is bad. His passive is kind of not amazing, because it gets stomped on by adaptation. Caliban himself is good, because he has access to some very powerful tools. He just doesn't really have that... His kit doesn't flow very well together. Also, do I think that Oberon needs... well, the way you've worded this is very strange. I think Oberon doesn't need a rework, he just needs a few specific buffs, honestly. Like, his 3 should not drain energy per ally that's being healed. I think his 2 should give more armor when you're using Iron Renewal, stuff like that. But I don't think he needs a full-blown rework. I just think he needs some float, go, whoosh. I think a lot of it comes down to, like, maximizing your movement while you're invisible. Also, yeah, Color Bow's not squishy. You just have to spam his 2. So I do think Oberon should be the 4th starter. I actually agree with that. In a co-op game with 4 player slots, having 3 starters is so strange to me. Here, you know what? Just
Banach from the jukebox.
Just to prove a point. These particular weapons are here for a very specific reason. Something I'm messing with. I will say this about Caliban. Razor Gyre is actually worthless. It is such a bad ability. It is actually tragic. But he still has plenty of, like, actually very solid tools. This rescue is not going to be great to show any of this off, but the frame is made of cardboard, clearly. A Tam brings abilities to get ragdolled when attacked. Yeah, their passives, they get hit, they get ragdolled. I mean, you could... Okay, I'm just saying. Play Oberon, get grabbed and thrown by a Kuva Lich. That's how you get put on the other side of that. Also, dickandnuts.com is my domain. It redirects to my YouTube channel. Yes, this website is real. I said this rescue won't be a great place to show Caliban off, but...
Don't worry, babe. We'll do it together.
Like, is he an amazing character? Like, no. But I don't think he's, like, complete unusable shit. Like, there are people that say that Caliban's the worst frame in the game, and that's a total circle jerk opinion. Would kill new player into support him needs a rework before exposing him to Baby Tenno. I don't necessarily agree. I feel like he's supposed to sort of have, like, the paladin fantasy of, like, you know, healing and, like, debuffs and damage and things like that. I think he needs some buffs, but I don't think he needs a full-blown rework. Among Us. Caliban also does benefit a lot from Nourish. The worst frame is Oberon. I also think that's not a good take. Oberon is still quite strong. I use him in the Archon hunts pretty regularly, actually. Yeah, Caliban has very good shield regeneration. His sentients also draw a lot of fire and are surprisingly tanky for the most part. So that's a big part of it, at least for me. Have I spawned a residual zone yet? I have electric on this one, so I think it should be exceedingly obvious if I ever do.
Can't leave without rescuing the prisoner.
Not rely on his 2. Yeah, if they made it so that being on the weed carpet did something else, for Oberon's 4th instead of the armor strip, he'd be a lot better. Was enough for me to do that? Yeah, like I said, a lot of it is just like, there's so much to consider in Warframe 2. It's very hard to say, like, okay, this character is objectively better or worse than this character, because there's a lot of options for, you know, different ways to approach the game. I wonder if this is bugged. I'm not getting any of my residual procs off. I'm also firing in 2-round bursts, which is very strange. Try using
the alternative to cannonade, burstenade.
The nose sand cutter. These aren't spawning any residual zones. Get buffed from mods as well. I believe they scale and level based on your strength. Now it's okay. Here's one.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Yeah, standing in this zone will give my sentients more damage. Like I said, they draw enemy fire and are surprisingly tanky. This one's just kind of hanging out and not actually being hit by anything. But oh, Sporky must have hacked this one. That's a normal, or that's an allied MOA. Just a nice tab around. Yeah, I think a lot of what makes Oberon struggle is that he's kind of uncomfortable. Uncomfortable to play at times because he like bleeds so much energy.
You are approaching the holding area. Careful. If the wardens detect you.
Okay, so apparently, at least in this immediate time, what's it? Reeve didn't alert the enemies. They didn't see me apparently. Weird.
He wins nearly every time. I think a lot of it with Limbo, honestly, is just because also he is just so different that like he's kind of playing a different game in a lot of ways with like what he's trying to accomplish.
Caliban.
Bypass complete. You may proceed.
But yeah, like I feel like there's a lot of frames that are just misunderstood. Why is my gun doing this? I think that the semi-auto trigger setting is actually fucking up my toon finger for some reason.
Interesting.
We've reached the prison.
Yeah, like I said, Caliban has very high shield regeneration from his homies. And he has an incredibly good defense strip. Those are his main 2 things. The damage vulnerability from his 2 is not amazing, but it's not necessarily, like, bad. I think with my thing it's at, like, 70% more damage. His magical ass, yeah, for real. I can be smart and play Zephyr. I mean, yeah, I think a lot of them making fun of it is basically like Zephyr players that are stupid or people with like, you know, tornadoes and blast or that kind of setup is pretty brain dead, but Trinity should be... personally, I don't think Trinity should be the 4th starter because she's very boring. Like, it's, you know, infinite energy, infinite health at the cost of not really having to do much of anything that's, like, that involved. That's part of why I think Oberon would work better, personally. It's just that his energy economy needs to be fixed.
Yeah.
A Bursa.
Alright,
Oh.
Spunky, help me.
Nah, I'm just hacking the thing. I'm not waiting for Spronky.
He got locked out of the zone, which is ironic.
Grim. Also, the fact that Caliban has to summon all 3 of his homies separately is really annoying.
Yeah. Oh.
Is that a regular Stalker spawn? I guess it could be an Acolyte. Oh, it's Torment. Where is she? Here she is.
Here.
Another thing about this that's worth considering is it also, yeah, you might see it removes shields and armor. Some defense strips will only remove one or the other contextually, but Caliban's removes both. And like I said, the Sentients draw a lot of fire, but Torment is a little, like, locked in at the moment. Need buffs, not reworks. Yeah, I agree with you on that, Blueprint.
You exist to strike.
I think there are a lot of characters that need buffs, but not full-blown reworks. Like the Train Man. I think that you could charge him. Yeah, you could have, like, carry that over. I have to go, but have fun streaming. Mental illness. Thanks for stopping by, Rosie. For Helm, or for the, yeah, that one Overframe build with Arcane Eruption.
The build.
I got Twin Prime for free, and she carried me through the Star Chart. I think that's... I don't know, I kind of disagree. Handing a new player where it's like, here's infinite energy, a shit ton of damage reduction, and infinite health isn't necessarily a fun way to play through the game. I think the, I don't know, like I said, personally, I think Oberon, if he needs some tweaks, especially to, like, his 3 and his, with the energy drain and stuff like that. I think his carpet is too short. I think his carpet needs to go out farther at base. But I think that Oberon is a character that just needs a few buffs, and he could honestly be a very good other starter. Oberon has a lot going for him. A lot of people just aren't...
goading for him, you might say.
I guess a lot of people aren't sympathetic to the Oberon cause. What's the current one? Defense? That sounds really annoying, especially with it being a void defense. I'll just go back into this mission. Is it another deluxe? Well, that's what we have Blade of the Lotus for.
I will say this way, but what's it? Trinity Prime is what, you know, allowed me to actually contribute to, you know, doing stuff together early on.
Huh?
Trinity Prime is what, you know, enabled me to actually, you know, do stuff with you a lot more often, like Eidolon hunts, for example, because I was actually not a just detriment.
It's funny because Oberon is actually still considered a very good Eidolon frame too, but I see
Oh
what
yeah,
you mean.
But the thing is, I didn't have him at the time. I only had Excalibur and Trinity.
I think that Oberon's acquisition method needs to be moved back to being easier, and he, like,
Honestly,
frankly,
yeah.
I guess, first and foremost, Ash and Oberon need to get the fuck out of Railjack. That was unironically one of the worst decisions they've ever made for this game. It made them both way too hard to obtain.
You may derive sustenance from
The big thing. Trinity was always considered a very good lure handler, yeah. Aren't usually fine. Oh, the blind build? Yeah, I know which one you're referring to. People freak out and call it a rework. Yeah, like, oh, like, recently, like, Frost and Ember were not reworked. They were buffed. Like, you could argue Frost more so than Ember because he got a new passive. So he's kind of, like, almost like a halfway point. But, like, Inaros was a rework. Hydroid was a rework. Ember got buffed. That's kind of how it is.
Yeah, back when I actually came back in the Warframe for the first time, I can call it Trinity Prime was top tier, as well as I think Volt, so that's what I could actually genuinely help out.
In this cave.
Yeah,
That is almost
Trinity...
certainly not nostalgia speaking more so than Oberon being But I still think that yes, he should be the starter instead of Trinity. But like, you know, I'm
Enjoy
not
it. I
saying that
respect
it would
that.
be a bad move to have Trinity as one. As like a pure support
Fenmore
character.
actually works with the semi-auto thing. That's interesting. I heard that there was certain issues with certain weapons that had incarnate forms and the like, but
Which one?
Fenmore.
Ah.
You can use the carpet to deter enemies. Detonate that real quick. I'm not sure if you mean why not Loki in terms of like not getting a rework, or why not Loki if you're referring to the discussion about adding a fourth starter. The reason Loki was removed from being a starter was because he made certain parts of the game super trivial because of invisibility, but also really struggled in certain games because he had no way to kill things.
Yeah.
That was why he was pulled and replaced with Volt, which was a good change in my opinion. Because like invisibility makes certain game types really, really easy, because he can just walk through things. But then there's also modes like defense where he struggled a ton, because he couldn't kill things. Also, see you, Sci-Fi. Thanks for stopping by. I feel like Mag doesn't fit as a starter. I think personally, I think Mag is fine there, but that's just my opinion. Like with respect to Warframe's kit, like I think there's like there's a degree of yeah, basically it's like a scale. Wasn't Volt always a starter? I'm pretty sure that it was originally Excalibur, Mag, and Loki, and then Volt got slotted in after Loki was pulled pretty early in the game. I'm pretty sure that was what happened. I might be misremembering, but I think that's the case.
I think it's what happened. Volt wasn't always the starter, no. I think Nick had Loki as his starter, didn't he? It did.
No, Avery did, but Nick was a Mag starter on PC. We started playing on PC after Loki was already well out of the rotation.
Back in my day.
So I'm getting the augments. I don't really feel like Oberon needs any of his augments, though. I am using Smite Infusion, because I like that one a lot, but like 2 caster starters, no tank or support. I do think that Oberon should be added to be the support starter, but it's super boring to play. That's just, I feel like that's just the case of the Warframe that is designed around a very particular gameplay loop, is that there will come a point where you get bored of the gameplay loop. I don't know. I haven't played Nidus in a while, but what are you farming for? I'm just basically, we're doing the event and talking about things. We'll just put that way.
Yeah, just chatting to him.
Just let the girl suffer. I'd say you might as well do the Rave White. The what the fuck is the Rave Whiter? What am I talking about? The Wave Rider. At least for like the voice actor for Boone genuinely does an incredible job with the comic. Like, it's a weird thing, right? Because he's a voice actor trying to read it like he's a kid reading a story. So he's acting as a kid, acting as characters from a story. And it's both an interesting, like, inception, but I also think it's just, like, his performance for it is really good. He did a really good job. Add Umbra as the 4th starter. Real. Umbra is basically the other starter. You just have to, you know, progress 20 hours in the game to unlock him.
Wait,
minimum.
Babe.
Huh?
He's a fucking... Excalibur has a fucking, oh, what's it called? Incarnate.
What the fuck happened over there? Hold on, I'm gonna put down
my take was stupid.
You know what's funny is, if you have status immunity, these guys basically can't kill you.
Huh.
Because the heat proc is what actually deals the damage. Okay.
You were saying, babe?
No, I got hit by a rocket moa there. I deserve to die for talking shit.
I know that wasn't the case initially, because when it was over, I was still dying.
They were bugged for the longest time. They replaced him with Mag, and then they were... Oh, okay. I didn't actually know that was how it worked. That Volt was a starter, and then they replaced him with Mag and then went back on it. That's interesting.
Oh.
So yeah, Oberon's healing, I think when it comes to that, the main thing is, like I said, it drains more energy the more allies you're currently healing, which is bad. Because it makes it so that, like, summons and, like, Necros especially are really, really bad for Oberon. If it was just a constant thing, it would be fine. Yeah, the Jade Lights are generally not that threatening if you have status immunity, except for, I think, at the end, they will hit you with a shit ton of just raw damage. Also add Umbra walking around the orbiter. It'd be really cool if we could actually
Please, D.
do that.
If
Also,
you're
I
not
did
gonna
not.
give him more elements, at least make him a guy.
I did not realize that Boone was also Nihil. That's really interesting. I didn't know. Yeah, you can shoot the Jade Lights when they're chasing you. It's funny
Sometimes,
though,
at
because
least.
like normally that works fine. In the event where they're everywhere, it doesn't fucking matter. You're
In the
just
event
gonna
where
get
it's in the
attacked by
ceiling,
another
I'm
one.
out.
Also, if they're in the ceiling, the hitbox is actually big enough you can still normally hit them.
Not always.
That's why I said normally. I said in normal contexts, like Archon hunts and stuff, or like Netra cells,
God forbid
Jade
you have,
Light
like a
exhibits
bow or
are not
something
a
like that
big
as well,
deal.
and you're trying to fucking put it in the ceiling.
They're generally not a big deal in normal content. The problem is that in this environment, there's so many that as soon as you kill one, you're going to get targeted by another laser pretty much instantly. So you can't really have any reprieve from being attacked by a fucking Jade Light Eximus. It's going to be a pretty much constant occurrence. So if you have status immunity, you'll be a lot better off than being sneaky. I won't make any comment about the Proto-Loki thing. I will say there have been leaks about who the next who the Proto-Frames will be, but make Bone Widow the 4th starter? Holy base. I'm kind of sad the Sword and Shield character ended up being a mech, because I wish we would have gotten like a Knight frame. A Knight-themed Warframe would be so fucking cool.
Bro, what do you mean? Excalibur is right there. Name alone.
Just went through in my head. I haven't actually seen that video of Trips. I'm pretty sure it's pretty old these days, though.
Which one?
The 20 Sins of Warframe video. I never actually watched Trib that
one.
much.
It was just, even at the time, I was like, man, this is old. Fuck, this is probably outdated.
Make Stalker the 4th starter real. Also, welcome Evelyn. Gara. I think Gara is obtainable early enough. I need a Knight so bad. I really wanted like a Sword and Shield Exalted Knight frame. So you guys have no idea. You have no idea. Also, melee spears. Yeah, spears as a melee category would be fucking awesome. There are some like
my ass thought you meant like the fucking circle spears.
No, there are some like staff stances or like full arm stances that are kind of spear-like with like stabs.
Yeah.
But they're not quite there. Also, Styanax gave you hope. He doesn't have like an exalted for that though. I would like a Knight frame who has an exalted sword and shield weapon. That would be sick.
I mean, technically he has an exalted. It's his 4.
Its 4 is not an exalted because it's not separately moddable.
Well, semi-exotic. Exotic, you know, I mean.
If we have a category, like a list, right? We have exalteds, pseudo-exalteds, and then whatever the fuck is going on with Cyanax below that. Same with Vauban and Ash, where like certain things affect it, but most things don't. Am I going to drop 200 meters down the elevator shaft for the ribbon sliver? Yes.
Yes.
That was not as big of a distance as it said. The UI fucking lied to me. What do you mean Knight Yuri is an underdeveloped subgenre? What do you mean by that exactly? They are javelins, not spears. True. Revenant for starter. Abilities that take universal weapon damage buffs. It isn't even quite that simple. Like, Styanax, yes, but Ash not really, because he benefits from like melee attack speed and other weird shit. But yeah, there are certain abilities that benefit from things like that. Like Styanax benefits from holster amp and stuff like that, and Arachne and all that.
Arachnophobia.
Be even cooler. Honestly, that could be cool too. Make a Brozyme the 4th starter. Make Joe Biden the 4th starter.
Oh.
Just promoted. They actually have said before that they're considering making pseudo-exalteds regular exalteds, but it's a very contentious issue because there's no way around it that would massively nerf all of them because they wouldn't be able to use Acolyte mods or ribbons anymore. Instead, it summoned your actual sister. Yeah, if you don't have a sister, it just summons nothing, and you can just proceed. That would go kind of hard, I think.
It did get your mom.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I also forgot to mention that Oberon has a status cleanse at full health, so you're also like pseudo status immune with him as long as your health is, you know, at max. Very weird mechanic on Oberon, to be honest, but a very welcome one. It gives him sort of like 2 layers of status protection with or without his carpet. I love damage attenuation. Well, it wasn't a heat sister, so she actually died in a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, I also just want to say, I'm not using any subsumes on my Oberon for the very specific reason that I didn't want... like, when I would play him on for Archon hunts and stuff, I didn't want people to constantly accuse me of crutching on it. You would pass away, cool kid? Yeah, that's true. Neja's Firewalker clear status. I mean, it does that too, but I'm not playing Neja, so I don't... It's not particularly relevant. You don't actually get a frame and can't actually play. God bless. The Nightmare frame optimal path. You get Atlas with Prime Sure-Footed pre-installed.
And Bloom.
You can't take it off. It's the only mod he has, and you cannot take off Prime Sure-Footed.
It's unranked.
The sister to power up system at all. I think it is kind of a bummer, but I think it's, I don't know, fine, I guess, for what they were trying to do with it. So I still disagree that Oberon is one of the worst frames, but I'm just going to agree to disagree. I've argued with people about this enough on stream that I don't feel like it's worth it. Perhaps even with the Mighty Cure Cold Queller with it. Thanks for stopping by. Is Oberon a top-tier character? No. Is he, like, unusably bad? Also, no. That's a pretty massive exaggeration. Broken Prime Sure-Footed? Yeah. Imagine you have a flawed primed mod. Actually sounds fucking hilarious.
Flawed mod.
So I'm pretty sure my most played frame is actually Oberon at like 4%. Yeah, 3.4%. I play a lot of different characters. Well, my number one Sentinel by far is Carrier. He's at the XP cap. Yeah, Oberon's up there. Ivara, Volt, Umbra, Lavos, Nova, Frost, Saren. I play quite a few. Citrine was my most used frame last year, by a wide margin. It's kind of surprising to see her this low, honestly. But if you look in this list, you'll notice no other character from last year is before Citrine. My Wisp Prime never crossed my Wisp play percentage. My least played frame is a Protea Prime, but that's because she's new. Like, that makes sense. I played a lot of Hildren before Prime came out, so I didn't play it that much. Kind of the same boat with Harrow, as far as I'm aware, but... Here, like Gara, Protea, these are all pretty high, but, like, I wish you could kind of consolidate the Prime playtime. Because where is regular Oberon?
We'll play with the volume off.
I guess too low for this for my mention to matter. Make Kaith the 4th starter. 100% chance to get knocked down. Yeah, if you get knocked down, you actually get knocked down a second time, and it sends you ragdolling.
No, honestly, ragdoll instead of knockdown? Fuck yes.
Just like, yeah, all knockdowns get promoted to ragdoll. When knockdown, drop a flashbang that blinds enemies and allies alike. Hell yeah. Peculiar. Dude, we need more peculiar mods that just do stupid shit like that. I wish they added a comic book text one. What yeah, Hildren's 4th is pretty bad.
I love my dare that gives...
Yeah, unsure-footed, great-ass mod idea. I agree. Not really sure who to pick for this. There are plenty of viable options for Ascension, absolutely, so... Hell, I actually could just take Caliban again, but I need to evaluate what the fuck is going on with my fucking kick gun. You know what? I think I'm actually just gonna play something more... Let me go to upgrade. So I have all this shit on. Don't look at this. It's not important. We'll put back on, I don't know, like Avenger. Actually, does Arachne affect them? I'm curious. Hold on. Does anyone know? Let us consult the wiki. Okay, that was my PC, not yours. Sorry about that. Yeah, Caliban is not mentioned in here. Make Pawn Pushka the 4th starter. I actually agree.
Honestly,
Prime
yeah.
instant death. Also welcome, Plexi. I think I'm just gonna throw on Avenger. That's just an easy all-rounder. I could also put on Aegis just for like maximum funny. I think I'm just gonna switch to what I would normally use on this, which was Basmu and Cyanex. We'll just rock this, and then, you know, that can be the end of that. Still need ducats, rip. Probably do some of that,
I do too, yeah.
How many volatile modes do I have? I am at 309. Okay. Do you like oatmeal? This feels like a D's Nuts joke, but I'll trust you on this one, Blueprint, and say yes, I do. For support in general? Like, broad stroke, if you want to play a support frame, my favorite support frame is probably Citrine. Citrine is a very fun support that does a lot of different, like, interesting things. People argue with me that Wisp is not a support, but I would say she does play as a good support frame.
Hey,
Oberon
what's it?
obviously has
Is
its
that
merits,
passive flat or a?
It added it with crit chance mods like Point Strike.
So it
it's
wouldn't
treated
help
like a
smoke the
mod.
Ricks.
If it has a very low base crit chance, which I believe it does, not really.
Damn.
You think of the Australian common law system? I don't.
It's not good, no.
3 Salvation's Edge and didn't get the exotic. Grim. 50% headshot damage if you miss the mission instantly fails. Based. Banshee and Chrome are really good. Yeah, if you want to say, people think Wisp isn't a support, I got into a very long argument on stream with my chat about it once, yes. Many people will die on the hill that Wisp is not a support character. I don't understand it, but I'm just not going to engage it anymore. Here, let's...
Yeah.
Fuck, Ordis is at Larunda, but Barrow is here. Here. Have you trashed anything for ducats yet, or no?
Nope.
Okay, if we can go there and you can do that, and then we can evaluate how many we need. How is Wisp not a support? I don't fucking know.
Motherfuckers be like minimum range or some shit.
So I agree that Jade's base colors are kind of weird. I will also say that I think Jade is a fun support if you build her like a support. If you build her like a nuker, you'll never have to see the support side of her. But if you build her like a support, she's fun for the support. Make Barrow the 4th star. I see we're still going with this. Like an all-rounder. I feel like she has a very strong buff ability, a very strong debuff ability, her get out of jail free card, and Sun Laser. When Sun Laser is her worst ability, you know she's a good character.
Yeah.
Vom Floof. I love this little guy. Yeah, Firestorm he is here, Reach is here, Dual Rounds is here. What the fuck is the sorting method on these? Combo Killer. I forgot that this even existed, to be honest.
What's Combo Killer?
It's for if you're using a melee and a glaive, I believe. Yeah, on kill with secondary, reset melee combo timer.
Huh.
Are you going to make a new status tier list? I don't know if it'll be a tier list, but I do want to do another video about it. Also, yeah, Trinity is still a very good support. Use Tribute like Wisp's Augment for remotes. That would be kind of nice. Can I be the 4th starter? You know what? Sure. T-Floof Bag. We'll make you the 4th starter. Just because you asked nicely. You can just revive fallen party members. I don't know if I consider Revenant a support, but I see where you're coming from. You got a clipping feature for its overlay? I don't... Oh, Steam. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Instead of the entire ability. Grim. I should make Limbo the 4th starter. I don't think they should do that. Okay, Quanta... Oh, Prisma Lens is back. Cool.
Oh, nice.
Banger weapon. Prisma Daedalus is a really fun a good armor set, in my opinion. 3-day affinity. Do I actually have everything from Barrow's current rotation for once? That's impressive. I normally don't. I've been telling myself every year I'll grind out enough to buy the stuff from Barrow to finish my collection, and every year I don't do it because it's fucking boring.
Yeah.
Make Big Floppa the 4th starter. My mom said it's my turn to be the 4th. Okay, we'll have to do it on a rotation. We'll have a rotating starter. No one is doing Limbo Theorem anyway. You know, that's actually an interesting idea. Has anyone else here played games that are like, kind of like Warframe, where they have like heroes or what have you, but they have like a... Shut the fuck up, Barrow. But they have a rotate, like, I think League does this of all games, where like weekly 2 random characters will become free for everyone to try. That could be a fun idea in Warframe, honestly. I guess Stuviri kind of does that, though.
Yeah, kind of.
Starter will change every hour. Also, would a max fire be worth it on Prisma Lens? If you're willing, if you want the blast radius more than, like, more damage or something, yeah, it's definitely a good option. Make every starter pedestal prime. Yeah, you can actually forego picking a starter at all in exchange for getting a pedestal prime. Ever since. I feel like it's interesting, because a lot of people in my most recent video make a second Volt as the... Yeah, you have Volt and other Volt are your other starters. But a lot of people in my most recent video have been saying that like a big thing that drives new players away is the grind. But I'm gonna be honest with you all, maybe it's because I'm used to it. This game's grind, for a lot of items, is not that bad. Like, there are some items that are really shit to grind, don't get me wrong. Harrow is a huge offender for being an awful grind.
Yeah.
But I also think that a lot of the grinds in this game aren't that bad, especially early on. Like, one person was like, my friend quit because we had to do the Jackal 6 times and he didn't get a Rhino piece. And I'm like, if you're helping your friend, why... I feel like 6 Jackals isn't that many, I guess. Especially because the odds of getting the systems are 1 in 5. You're not terribly out of odds doing 6. Like, yeah, Ash grind, Cora. Like, there are some grinds that are bad, don't get me wrong. But I think that people, the game's too grindy. Like, I'll say this. This is going to probably ruffle some feathers. I don't particularly care. I've been getting back into Destiny recently. I think Destiny's a worse game than Warframe when it comes to grinding. And the reason for that is because of weapon rolls. Getting the perfect roll is a fucking nightmare on weapons you cannot craft. And Destiny players will just, like, cower behind, oh, well, certain weapons are craftable. Most of them aren't. Most of them are not craftable. You want that god roll, like, prophecy weapon? You're gonna have to play this boring-ass boss for 6 consecutive hours to get one that isn't even the one you want. It's just close enough that you fucking give up.
No.
Like...
Yeah.
A lot of, and here's the thing though, Destiny is a game that you don't see people complain about that, which is why I find it weird. I think Warframe is stuck with the reputation.
I guess because this is a free-to-play game.
Actually, garbage languages, nothing ever works correctly. I don't have nearly as much experience, Dan, but from what I did do in the course that I took, I completely agree with you. At least the good weapons are craftable. Yeah, because I feel like in Warframe, there's also the element of, like, when you get a thing, that's the thing. You know what I mean? There's no random rolls
oh my God,
or
baby,
things
it's
like
the
that.
Thing.
Yeah, like, you have the thing. Sure, there are ribbons, and that can make a pretty big difference. And also, yeah, I agree that the crafting times are an issue, which is also a shocking thing about the new video. Many people that have left comments are defending the crafting times, saying that they should not be changed. All my homies hate Destiny. Welcome, Spike, real and true. Glad to see you here.
Spike, yo, let's go!
This means that famous streamer Spike the Spartan, Spronk the Spronkus, is not streaming.
Sprite the Spartan, let's go.
Sprite the Spartan.
Let's go.
McDonald's Sprite. Bro, I dropped my Warframe and a McDonald's Sprite and that fucker started gaining energy. Spent plat to rush things. You're getting kitted out weapon right away with the damage that scales with light level. I think that's also part of it, though, too, is that, like, because there's no crafting times in Destiny, if you get a shit weapon, you got a weapon, sure, you're gonna dismantle that shit. It's stupidly strong. Here's the thing, I don't have a group that can consistently raid. After beginning a 3-day crafting time? Yeah. Like, is that what Energy Nexus is? Okay, you might need to reword, because I'm not entirely... You use a pronoun there that has lost me. Oh, the Sprite. Okay, yes, that is what it is. My bad. But that's the thing, is that, at the end of... Do you masturbate as the end of the financial year approaches, too? Because a lot of people are like, even... Okay, I'm not trying to throw Shiro under the bus. This is just a difference of opinion. Shiro said that he thought that the crafting times were an okay thing, too. And Shiro's logic was basically this. Because it made him plan out his gameplay more, it made him feel like there was a level of planning. That's a fair opinion. I don't agree with it being an integral part of the Warframe experience. I still think the game would be better without it. The thing that kind of fucks with me with a lot of people arguing against my opinion that they should be lowered, like, do I think they should be lowered too much? You can reasonably argue that. Like, I think you could say that you could make them like a quarter of their current time and it'd still be, you know, 1,000,000 times better than what we currently have.
Honestly, I'd be fine with like a day, the longest time, like 3 days. I'd be fine making that the day, honestly. That would make some sense.
If we made things like a third or a quarter of their current duration, I would be totally fine with that. My pitch of like a 10th of the time is because I really think it's a huge problem, and I wish we could just get rid of them. But I think that in terms of like make them like a quarter or a third of their current time, I think is a good thing. But yeah, my issue, I guess, with a lot of those opinions, like, you're entitled to that opinion if you think that they're fine. But my question that nobody really seems to give me an answer for is, what is the tangible downside for you as a player if crafting times get reduced? One person told me in the comments that if crafting, I shit you not, They told me that if crafting times and starting slots were reduced, the game would pressure players into spending thousands of dollars. They did not elaborate on this point at all.
Why?
I'm arguing for something that is supposed to make people not feel pressured to spend money. I do not know how you can spin that into saying literal thousands of dollars. Sorry, their exact wording was thousands or tens of thousands. Who the fuck is spending tens of thousands of dollars on Warframe? I haven't even done that.
People who buy the fucking What's in Heaven collections, I don't know.
Like, what the fuck do you mean tens of thousands? There's no... here's like, if someone has a tangible downside for the player of reducing crafting times, I would like to hear it. But nobody has come with a convincing one. To take a break and then come back after another day, continue playing. That's the thing, though, is that it's like, become Plato's appetite of man. Very bad, real and true. I think the thing with crafting times being long is it's like, yeah, they encourage you... this is what whales do, that's DE's entire strategy. That's true, but at the same time, I think that whales don't spend money... How do I put this? If you're making players leave your game in their first few days, they're never going to become whales. That's kind of my position on that, is that, if you're driving players away from your game that early, they're never going to pay into the system. You know what I mean? That's my opinion on it. Can remain a plat source for DE. I still feel like it's like questionable to not make it consistent, but I don't know. Except if we were to make it like a third or a quarter, I could see people still rushing if a frame took like a day still, but not being nearly as punishing for everyone else. But a lot of people have told me that my opinion on that is wrong and that I'm stupid. And at this point, I'm just getting used to people calling me retarded on the internet. And that's genuinely their words, not mine, a lot of the time.
Right, okay, yeah. I will leave this, Right, yeah, leave the fucking, station.
Probably won't become whales
Eli,
anyways. Wait, are you not? I mean, that depends who you ask. But, like, I will say this. Like, when it comes to videos like this and the Overguard one, initial reception is positive, and then as time goes on, the comments just get more and more toxic. And it's come to the point where, like, I used to try and read every comment. Now I don't even bother. Because they're genuinely just so depressing to read. Because a lot of it is genuinely people just fucking insulting me. And it's just like... There's this weird perception that if you're someone who's a quote-unquote public figure, you should just be okay with that kind of treatment. I think that's victim-blaming, but...
Ironically, yes, it is.
Because it's like... First of all, I'm not a public figure. I'm a normal fucking guy. I post videos on the internet, right? That's the extent of that. I'm not a fucking government... Like, I'm not a cabinet member. But even if I was, yeah. I don't think that makes it okay to attack me over a video game. It's okay to attack I can't say that on YouTube. But... Like, I make videos about a video game, and people, like, berating me over my opinions on a video game, oftentimes when they completely miss the point of my argument, they're super fun to experiment with. Actually, that's an interesting point. But, like, so another example, this is the Overguard video. Just today, I got a comment on that video. Once again, don't bother this person, I'm just pointing it out as an example, that told me that clearly I was just bad, and that I should just not die, and that the game was supposed to be hard. And it's like, I have outlined counters to every single point you have made in this video, that artificial difficulty does not equal fair or fun difficulty, that it's not fair when I can't pick my Warframe to wall certain playstyles out of higher level content. Like, I've already explained this, but you clearly did not... You're not engaging with my argument. You're strawmanning it as I'm bad at the game. Which is...
It's like, no, he's the...
How do I put this? I don't want to ego myself, because I don't want to say, like, I'm good at Warframe. That's not a flex, that's fucking depressing. But the truth of the matter is that I have enough credentials to back it up, that the problem isn't that I have a skill issue, it's that I think that the game design is bad, and I think it should be fixed. And you're shutting down what I think is an important conversation, because you want to ego yourself saying you're better than me. And it's like, what? I don't really get it. I just don't really get it. Comments turned off if necessary. It's just not worth. That's the thing, is I don't engage with it, but like sometimes I still see those kinds of things when YouTube notifies me of them, and it's just frustrating because it's just like I don't feel like I deserve to get treated like that over my opinions on a video game. But even beyond that, for preferring to use Roar over the 4, like it's a personal preference, right? Like, finish something and you feel good for finishing it. For me, my outline of fair difficulty that I present in the video is that when things are difficult because they require a level of knowledge and mechanical execution, but they don't, like, the issue with Warframe's perception of difficulty is that this game's idea of difficulty is stripping options from the player, and that's not fun, and it's not fair. There's examples of good difficulty in this game, like the fragmented bosses. The fragmented one is an example of good difficulty.
Fragmented, yeah.
You can't say that word on YouTube.
You know what I was gonna say then.
But, like, there's examples of good difficulty in this game. EDA is an example of probably the biggest violator of bad difficulty in this game. I think it's therapy and work. That's just how it is on the internet. There's this weird perception that if you occupy certain positions, people are just allowed to treat you however they want. Like, because I post videos on the internet, it's completely okay to be a complete piece of shit to me. And it's just like...
No.
I can't change people's perception, but I think it's completely wrong. You can use their gear and be just as good at them, if not more. Choosing to use different gear isn't a skill issue, it's a gameplay choice. Yeah, and the thing with that, too, is specifically in reference to Elite Deep Archimedia, I don't choose my gear. So if we're making things like Bolstered Belligerence that basically wall a playstyle out of the game for that mission, I can't fucking pick if I'm stuck with that playstyle. I gave an example of that in the video the week I got Limbo, Loki, and Nezha. I was stuck in that playstyle, and there was a mission that was actively screwing me over if I tried to engage with it. It wasn't my fault, that was just the way it rolled. I think the issue with EDA ultimately is that the difficulty is just completely designed around unfair difficulty principles. Also, Nitro, we have a Fisher if you want to pick a relic. It's an Axie, though. 3am Cool Kid stream. Yeah, I'm ranting about people saying that I'm bad at the game because I think Overguard spam is bad. But genuinely,
this is where we are as a fucking society now, apparently.
I could legitimately make an entire video bitching about the way EDA is designed, but I don't think it's worth it because I'm gonna get a bunch of fucking idiots just saying I'm bad at the game again. Like, I know I'm getting kind of heated, but, like, I can only take so much before I just start to hate these people on some level. Is also extremely cheesable. Certain mission types absolutely are. What I've started doing is if I see a mobile defense, I just don't do the EDA that week. Like, could I do it? Yeah, but it's not fun, so I don't do it. And that's kind of the philosophy I'm going with moving forward with EDA, is that if I think that it's not going to be fun, I'm not going to do it. Because for me, that's the #1 priority. Like, there have been weeks with EDA where it was fun. It was challenging, and it was fun. Like, the first week of EDA was very fun. Nitro and I did it together, and I actually really enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah.
Then, yeah, sorry, Mirror Defense. When Mirror Defense showed up in the rotation, I quickly realized that it was the worst game mode in the entire game. Yeah, not Mobile Defense, Mirror Defense. They both start with M. I get them confused sometimes.
MOBA Defense. Defend League.
Yeah, MOBA Defense. I don't have any fucking energy. There we go. Bomb. Just watch a bunch of dead bodies fall out and then teleport back in because they got fourth ragdoll, but weren't supposed to die yet. Hey guys, Cool Kid here. Hey every pony. No parkour, no networking, it was terrible. Yeah, I also just want to say...
Oh, babe! Oh shit, Ambulance!
They buffed not only did they buff the healing and the mirror defense target, but they also reduced the damage certain enemies deal to it, and it's still cancer.
Hey babe, Ambulance Reborn is back.
He's been reborn. Oh god, they corrupted him.
Yes,
The term corrupted Ambulance is actually one of the most terrifying things I've ever seen. What the fuck? It's like the corrupted Thrax. What current frames have you been enjoying? I've been playing a lot, honestly. Like a 2-person relic run. I just don't feel like going public. But like I've been playing Jade, I've been playing Frost, I've been messing with Ember recently, Mag, Lavos, I've been playing a lot. I play a lot of characters, just generally.
Yeah.
Oh, my shield gate went down, so yeah, my sentients aren't able to shield me. Whoops. That was just me being an idiot there. Maybe I should take Aegis. That could be fun. Need one more guy. Oh, you're an Eximus, so that works. Even if I lose progress, which I no doubt will, I should still be able to say, please do not kill this thing.
Gotcha.
Why aren't you reviving me, actually?
That's why.
Fuck you mean that's why?
The second I touched the ground, I fucking got zapped.
Does Corrupted Effect actually buff enemies? As far as I'm aware, it actually does give them more health. until corrupted violence shows up. The shadow of violence actually can be corrupted. If misery summons it, it can be corrupted.
That's fucking
My
hilarious.
Phasma is not a weapon that's going to be good for fighting Ambulus. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you all. You know what? I know who will be. Scholar Hoministiori will get called too. Summoner Caliban time. It's Jover.
Sporky, get him.
Oh, Sporky's, yeah. Sporky is digging around in his guts real quick. Also, farewell, Etch. I'm sorry about your headphones dying. I need to grind. Yeah, it do be like that. Not in the Warframe mood, and but I do have her Prime. I think New Ember is fun, but kind of tough to understand. Okay, where's the thing I have to hack to open this in this area? I think it's in this room, right? I think the alarm terminal's in here. Yep, there it is. Whirlwind. Yippee. Is Ember really good for blast damage? I haven't heard anything about it, honestly. I've heard that she's very good with certain heat and Herod setups, specifically.
You need energy.
Just kind of a... say use Mesa. I'm not sure if you mean enemy or player Overguard.
This guy's friendly, the fuck?
Oh,
he's one of the calls.
Yeah, enemy Overguard I think is just annoying because CC does nothing against it. I understand the idea behind it. I understand the idea behind Overguard being you're not allowed to shut down enemies without ever fighting them. But, want to see my cat? I mean, sure, I guess. I wonder if I should just put on Aegis just for the funny of it, honestly. That could be fun. Youch. Oh my god, it feels so loud. Ninja Spear. I haven't messed with Ambassador on Ninja specifically, no. All Warframe players know that. Yeah, his name is Scholar Hoministiori. That's his name. Of course I know it, even if it's incredibly complicated. He's just, it's an ethnic name. I don't know where from, but it is one. Are you canon in the lore? I don't think so, because DE never acknowledges me when I try to ask them literally anything. Every time I've ever tried to reach out to Digital, oh my god, is Sporky amassing a fucking army? What is going on the map over there?
Yes, we have 7 mowers over here.
Can you please get over here? We have to open the door.
Sorry, I was making the Machine Legion from
And then
synthetic.
Jade Installer. That video's so goddamn funny. I'm drunk right now. Thoughts on Yorelli? She's a good character. I don't play her that much, but... You coming?
Yep. Hello, fellas.
This is done.
There we go. I'm relay drunk, exactly. Excuse me! Oh, I'm fucking self-staggering with the Basm. Get the fuck out of my air vent. You're clogging up the air ducts.
I mean, technically, this is not your air vent, but, like, yeah.
It is now. It's the same strategy I did with you. I just walked up and said I owned it. That means I do.
Yep.
Oh, that's a ensnare. I guess. Feel more powerful now? I haven't noticed anything with Balefire. I think part of it might be that Electric no longer loses against armor. That might be part of it, honestly.
Oh.
Electric used to have a bad matchup against armor, and I'm pretty sure Balefire is pure Electric.
Ah. That'll do it, you know?
Alright, fuck you.
Right now.
Right, not on screen. Can you say every word in order? Thing mating press confirmed. What annoys me about that meme, just in general, honestly, is that, like, okay, spoilers for the quest, but, like, no shit, it's been out for, like, a week. I don't know, it took me 3 days to figure that one out. Pain. I did not know that, but yeah, you know. Fuck it, CSS moment. But, like, Jade was pregnant before she was a Warframe. This is established in the quest. You're like, oh, you can canonically have sex with a Warframe. Like, this was not what was established.
And that's not what we wanted.
They never said this. They never said this. Yippee. Don't know what a mating press is. Are you here to educate us, B? Are you going? Is that what your next art piece is going to be about? Oh god, that sounds awful. Pregnancy QTE. Yeah, I remember I just told my brother, like, new Warframe update summary, childbirth quick time event. Reading comprehension game. He told me that he wasn't surprised. He was just like, I told him I'm serious, and he was like, you didn't have to clarify. I believed you. Your thoughts having played Jade more. Also, sorry, Soft Napkin, I didn't see that, but in the last stream, near the beginning, I did another rundown on Jade. Giant pregnant belly is shown? Yeah, pretty much. For the next Jade Ephemera, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're almost to the next Jade Ephemera. He's in disbelief about this devastating lore drop. Okay, keep coping. You couldn't even get your wife anything better than nutrition cubes. Don't you fucking come out here. You think you're gonna fuck Garuda? I don't think that's how it's gonna work, you fucking nutrition cube. You go get real food in your fucking cabinet. Go catch a goddamn Goopala.
Can you fuck Garuda? Yes, not with nutrition cubes.
Also, yeah, it is 1.5. I didn't even notice. What happens if you mess up the QTE? Nitro tried it? Nothing. The quest just proceeds like normal if you don't interact with the QTE. The QTE doesn't do anything. Yeah, you cannot have an abortion. Don't you like me with your $30 dinner setup? Also, I disagree. Garuda kinda goes off. I have the successor skin on this one, but Garuda goes off. I like the way she looks.
Yep.
Where I got used to it, kind of the same boat here. I just got used to the Jade thing, but it's still like but like it doesn't actively bother me. I'm just like, yeah, that's how it is. I give up. So you've got Fish Jenga on the table. Fish Jenga is in progress. Fish Jenga is still in progress. I haven't touched it in like a year, but it's still there. If you get intimidated by pregnant women, say 1 in the chat. What the fuck do you mean by this, Evelyn? Is it because it's technically a 2-on-1 if you fight them? That is kind of intimidating, actually. You're outnumbered if you fight a pregnant woman. It is a 2-on-1 situation. Is that why, like, you're supposed to give up your seat for pregnant women? Because if they fight you, you're gonna lose because you have a numbers disadvantage? So it's just a matter... Also, yes, I do have 5 purple shards on Garuda. It's called Staying Based.
Hell yeah.
Or what the fuck? Also, yes, it has been in progress for a very long time. That is not Jenga.
No,
we have an alternating
Jenga.
layer. See, we have. They're alternating. They're alternating. See, they're alternating. It's like Jenga. I'm always afraid of people who are physically larger than me. It's like Evelyn versus Goliath. I try to kill him as quickly as possible. Do you keep a slingshot with you at all times, Evelyn? In case you encounter someone who's like 6'1", you just like shoot the slingshot at them like David.
Just like I walk in the streets, it's like, oh shit.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like you have to. It's like Great Beast Felled. Gives you temporary invincibility and power. Yeah, being a dad does actually give you powerful melee attacks against the child, especially. Can you please make the Fish Jenga taller? I haven't messed with it much because the issue is that like there's some weird update that broke the way they were stacking, and I haven't decided to rebuild it yet. Like I can't stack them like I used to anymore. They constantly clip into each other. I don't know. We'll take Zephyr, sure, why not? My dad can beat up your army, real and true. Dad passive, 50% damage against own children. Only recently, not during the revolution. It's actually interesting. Stallard's lore video has a correction in the comments that because of the fact that Stalker is actually wearing his low Guardian badge in the cutscene where Jade rescues him, it actually probably happened during or shortly after the slaughter at the Terminus. That's something that really fucks with me about the Warframe lore, actually, is that if that's correct, Jade has been in Stalker's possession the entire time, which makes no sense.
That's
like, I really hope that that's just a misinterpretation of the lore and that it was much later on, because I feel like if Stalker has had Jade the whole time, why the fuck has that not been a motivation for him until now? Why was this never brought up before? It's just weird to me. If you kill a Jade, does it count as a double kill? Yeah, I've also heard the hypothetical, if you Helminth Jade, does it give you 2 flowers? He kidnapped her base. I don't think that's how that happened, but, it's not like how I kidnapped Nitro. Barrow says departing in 5 hours. Damn, is it really that soon?
Damn.
I did not realize. Regasa, please do not say that. I don't have any decent... I guess there's the conjunction survival. I could do that. And not being attacked by the Corpus. I think that it was a matter of, like, she needed an operator to link with her to give her the strength to do it. I think that's kind of what I gathered from the quest, but yeah. You know what? Fuck it. We can do the conjunction survival for a bit.
What's the conjunction survival again now?
It's an Omnia fish that you can use any, but it's the survival on Lua where you have like Necromex and the Thrax that show up and shit like that.
Right.
Do you do GMs in Destiny? No, because I think high difficulty content in Destiny is unfun as fuck, because I have to play the game like a little bitch. So personally, no, I don't do them. I just don't think they're fun. So this will probably just be the 2 of us. I typically try... It keeps things easier when it's just me wrangling the horse.
Yep.
Where the fuck does that go in the lore? I have no idea. Nitro, please hurry up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just now realized apparently I didn't have any Arcanes in Zephyr for some reason. I don't know why.
Is that the moment Jade saved him? Maybe. Who honestly knows? I could actually probably run a different wallet, come to think of it. Is there what's the non-skill path Omnia? Also conjunction survival. We actually have a few exterminates in here, though, which is probably better. Actually, yeah, this is more efficient. That has a silver forma. That's too... Why do all these have silver fucking formas? I want to join the Cool Kid Club. Well, for only $5 a month... Every Jade and every inventory simultaneously gave birth. Please don't say that, Evelyn. Please don't say that. Melee elementals can be used on arc melees. I didn't... Huh.
Wait, what?
Also, I don't remember DE saying that this was going to advance the Narmer plot. I'm pretty sure it was basically supposed to be, like, advance the post-New War story, but Narmer is just going to get dropped on its head for a year or 2 at this point, I'm pretty sure. They were just like, alright, we have to find and either convert or kill Pazul. And we forgot about him. Come back next year. I don't have channel I do have channel membership, Shira. What are you talking about? My channel member tier is literally called Cool Kid. That's why I said that. Ow.
It's actually just too late.
I love walking through missions with Zaku. This is fair and balanced. Is Jade Prime going to be pregnant? Considering that the original Jade was when she was converted, I mean, probably, but who knows? Felt so inconsequential. The lack of any, like, real... Like, you want to know what I think would have been a good idea for making the, like, the post-New War feel better? Narmer invasions. Why did we get bounties?
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Also, no stock Zaku 1. Yes, reason being it doesn't actually affect Zaku's turrets. Zaku's 1 for some reason doesn't affect Zaku's 2, so I'm just using Nourish because this build is literally just to walk through missions. So yeah, that's that. At least last I tested it didn't affect the 2, which is bizarre, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
If I was to play Zaku properly, then, you know, I would not, but, you know, we're not playing Zaku properly. We're doing things that constitute being incredibly lazy. Frumentarius Prime comes after in the rotation. I hope his name is not Frumentarius. Does Nourish affect it? No, but if enemies shoot me, they get viral procced because of the radial viral, which isn't very helpful. Ow. Zaku Prime next month or something. It's probably going to be in either August or September, but Zaku Prime should be soon, yeah. Why don't you like his name? Because it's a 5-syllable name. It's really fucking long, like jarringly long.
Jaw-fivingly long.
Like Frumentarius? Like what the fuck?
That sounds like a.
Why is it so long?
Sounds like a name. Sounds to be honest.
Find extraction.
It was like 3. I hate to tell you this, Evelyn, but Heart of Deimos was almost 4 years ago.
What?
It was in 2020, yes.
What?
Just saying. Also, I agree with you, Boomerang. Like I said, this build is just for being lazy. That's why I have this set up this way. Toggle just as always skeleton. Yeah, if only. I hope his name is Frumentari because it's funny as fuck. I still personally hate it. Just before Protea came out, oh, that ain't shit. B. I played when Mirage fucking came out. Super old concept that were leaked years ago. Realistically, yeah, I have heard that it probably is an old leak. I just hope to God Frumentarius is not the Frame's actual name.
That'll be fucking hilarious.
I will be so bent out of shape if it's actually his name. You guys have no idea how mad I will be. I cannot handle it. I cannot handle it. So, not an old leak of 1999, an old leak about Frumentarius as a concept. I believe that is true. Thought the update came out yesterday. Yeah, I'm actually gaslighting you. Heart of Deimos actually comes out tomorrow.
I can't wait for Zaku, guys. He's gonna be so cool.
Honestly, I'm very excited for Zaku 2. They should call this a
Zaku.
Okay, I will say this. We are still missing a Warframe letter, right? If memory serves, the only letter we're still missing in Warframe for the alphabet of Warframes is U. Most people do not count Umbra for that, because his full title is Excalibur Umbra. So we do still need a U Warframe. During Call of the Tempest, yeah, that was 2021, right? I think 2021 was Call of the Tempest.
22, babe.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Huh?
That was 22.
Let me think about this.
I'm detecting a large security force heading your way.
No, that was 21. Because 2022 was Angels of the Zeraman. 2022's lineup, yeah, it was Gyre, Cyanax, and Varuna.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure, yeah, 2021 was Sevagoth, Caliban, and Morelli. Uganda. I'm just saying, we got Jade, Daggeth, and Corvex all very close to each other, which were all knocking out letters in the alphabet. I don't see members to shut up and take my money. Thank you for the 5, Shiro. I don't know how fucking blind you are.
Blinder than me. I'm out, which is saying something.
I'll take it either way, right? I'll take it either way.
I mean, like...
I was talking about like 5 years ago. I sent it in Warframe discussion. I have to read into that because that's fucking hilarious. Oh, thank you for the cat picture, Lexi. I didn't see that you sent this to me. I'm guessing this is yours at least.
Imagine it's not.
5 years ago, Frumentarius was turned into Lavos. Oh, yeah, he is in here. This is a 5-year-old post. It says right here, Frumentarius Warframe, an alchemist Warframe, and his rifle is somehow related to that. Huh. Offstringer, Falconer version of Korra. Othello, mixed between Avara and Equinox. Huh. Warframe who changes his head depending on the faction he's fighting?
Huh?
Huh. Lafontis frame? Okay, that kind of fucking goes, I'm not gonna lie. That's fucking hilarious, actually. Thank God. Please tell me Frumentarius will not be real. I think the issue is that, like, new mentions of Frumentarius were found, but... Umentarius?
Yeah.
That's how they gonna use Umentarius. I trust you, sir. That's gonna be
silent.
Spectres of the Rails was like a week ago. Yeah, I'm actually pretty sure that the game just left open beta last week.
Let's go.
Would be really
We're
cool.
finally gonna be on Steam, guys. Let's go.
Finally releasing this game on Steam for the first time. Definitely the game Dark Sector. I think it's gonna be a banger. Yeah, welcome back to 2008, everyone.
I fucking saw Dark Sector on sale at my local fucking
I
shop,
own
guys.
Dark
Let's go.
Sector. I actually really want to stream it. Chat, we'll gauge. Do you guys think it'd be fun for me to stream Dark Sector? You want me to stream Dark Sector sometime? I do own it. I've just never gotten around to playing it. Yippee. See a few no's, but mostly yeses. Drunk stream? I don't think that much will happen, but... Stream freaky? Instead from Darcy was freak victorious. Real and true. If we do it at 3 in the morning, yeah, mood, to be honest. That's all I've done today. I respect that. Sometimes you just wake up. Alright, well, all I'm gonna say is if you wake up, you have plenty of, like, it's like a branching path, it's like a Telltale game. Watching the stream is honestly the bad ending, but I'll still take it. I hate for the use of Umentarius, though. I want to see my drunk as fuck dose. What does that mean? It's called Freaky Town. For fuck's sake. I can't with y'all motherfuckers. I can't with y'all motherfuckers. Don't drink and stream. I don't plan on it. Alcohol makes me feel pretty sick long before I actually get drunk. I don't even bother with it. For me, alcohol is just expensive and not even that good. So like, I don't
Honestly,
care.
yeah.
You can watch them at a reasonable hour. Fair enough. I can't fault you on that. Wait, we have a mission again?
Yeah,
Orders reminds the operator to take time for themselves. Pressure
Drink
creates
water?
turbulence, yes,
I mean, I could.
but it also creates rubble.
Oh my god, Evelyn, what the fuck? Drunk as fuck dosed. Holy shit. I ended up crushing Doritos over this before eating. What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, hold on. We need to break this down. I'm just gonna call this dosed. Hold on, we'll do the mission and we're gonna break down the drunk as fuck dosed. This is actually horrifying.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marine stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Finish the mission, then we're gonna analyze the dosed. We'll get breaking it down on stream. Yeah, when I said my Jade breakdown, that was what I meant when I talked about that earlier.
You're near a fissure. Use that reactant to open a relic.
If I didn't get weird looks for it, I've never actually just had like straight up like tonic water, shit like that. I'll get on right now to mooch. I might have a few, I'm not sure. I'd have to look. Just walk through the level. Dudes be like, World on Fire was too powerful at low level and needed removed. My brother in Christ. Grasp of Loath. Look at me walking through the mission. Same with Gyre, to be honest. Those are the last two primes I need, Grim.
Let's go. Wait up! I can't bullet jump anymore.
I think you can fix Sickle. It's called a joke atlas. At least okay, is Spike still here? I'm gonna call Spike up for simping for Mathila again. What the fuck do you mean you simp for Mathila? I don't think Spike is still here. Mathila's the Joy character in Duviri.
Right.
The fucking white bitch who goes to Starbucks and, you know, is into aromatherapy and things of that ilk.
Aromatherapy.
Gyre is stupid at all levels. I mean, yeah, because of her augment being so fucking good. Also, Zaku is also stupid at all levels. Steel Path or not, I can walk through the fucking mission as both of them. Definitely a Swiftie? Yeah, probably. Don't tell Aiden that we said that we're making fun of Swifties.
Is he
He'll
on
never
around
admit
here
it, but
fucking
he's
Swiftie?
actually... How dare you step up my queen? There you are, Spike. I fucking knew it. I knew I could bait you into the shadows. Or
How
out
to get
of
a
the
comment from
shadows.
legendary YouTuber fucking spot and comment
This is
the
Spite the Sprunkus.
Successful mission.
I'll work on it.
I walked through with Mirage. I respect that.
Spurg the Sprite, no.
They should add a secret interaction between Mathilda and the Cape. What the fuck do you mean by that, Evelyn? What do you mean by that? What does that mean?
What is the cave?
I am stuck. I have too much momentum. I can't look at this. I can't. I have so much momentum. I got stuck for that long. Oh, hell
hey.
yeah. Funny. With her prism?
The
Oh, I'm
funniest
guessing
fucking part
that's,
about this is
Prism
I
Guard.
got rid of one of my fucking Prime blueprints just now.
Rim.
I got one of his pieces.
Zaku boosting, go Burr. I fucking love Zaku boosting. It's actually some of my favorite Warframe specific tech in this entire game. Corvex can do it too, but it's just not the same. Zaku boosting is where it's fucking at. I love Zaku boosting so much. I am exhausted. You can have unlimited up to, sorry, the heart is covering up your fucking message because YouTube fucking sucks. You get a glitch where you're gonna have unlimited up at the same time. Oh, that explains it. Between Corvex and Zaku. Exhausted Blade? Real. What do I have? I'm guessing I probably have a few. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff with Baza in it. I don't know about Tigress. I have a few. Stock, receiver, barrel, receiver. Blueprinted, not that many of the blueprints. Why does the E start us with 4 Necromech slots? Who fucking knows, honestly. Garuda flying.
4 slots for Necromax?
Yeah, Garuda flying is fun too. What do you even need from the Baza, Shiro? What piece do you even need? Blueprint, stock, or yeah, barrel, stock, barrel, receiver. Where's the blueprint for this fucking thing?
What the fuck is the Shikoro helmet?
For who?
Atlas.
Oh, I forgot you still had your stream open in Discord. Oh yeah, I don't know.
It's just like the
Only have the Baza receiver. Oh, okay. Okay, everyone, we're going to analyze the drunkest fuck dosed real quick. Look at this. Hold on. It doesn't want to... There we go. Look at this. The drunkest fuck dosed. What the hell is on this, Evelyn? You have some explaining to do. Are those ruffles? She said she crushed Doritos over this, too. What the fuck is this? What is on this? Evelyn, you have some explaining to do right now. What is on this dosed? What is on this dosed?
the dust.
What is on the drunkest fuck dosed? What is on here?
I'm gonna post the shitty food porn.
That's butter and brie. Like the cheese? What the fuck? That looks sublime right now. Dosed. Okay. This is gonna be the certified lurker moment. If you've been lurking in chat, you haven't been saying much, or you have been saying much, up to you. Just to let me know that you're here, go ahead and type dosed. Just go ahead and type dosed in the chat. This will be the certified lurker moment. Everyone, can we get some dosed, please? Thank you. The legendary dosed. That looks pre-digested. This is the kind of thing they feed you at an old person's home. Get some doseds in the chat, please. Thank you for the doseds. The cuck thumbs down dosed. Evelyn, I'm sorry, but I think on Dripper Drown, this will get a rank of dosed. Dripper dosed. Doster Drown. Kay's cooking looking real. Nitro, would you eat the dosed?
Fuck no.
Dosed Umbra. It's not burnt enough to be dosed Umbra. Maybe nutrition cubes weren't so bad. All I'm gonna say is you'll get dumped for nutrition cubes. You'll get murdered for dosed.
You'll get shot in the back of the parking lot for dosed.
Exactly. They will execute you for dosed. I ate the dosed. Did you keep it down? Did you not throw it the fuck up? The Dosed is cheats of Prime in a way? Perhaps.
You have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Yes. I don't know. Something about it just... I don't throw up, I just suffer. I respect that. Dote. Rosie after that. Rosie when she's drunk. Dote. Double defense and regular defense. No. I gotta get dressed and get on now. Well, thank you for stopping by, Shiro. Maybe we'll get... Hey, look, a Baza Prime piece. You know what? Fuck it. For Shiro. We're gonna run the Baza Prime relic for Shiro, and if we get the barrel, we'll give it to him. That'll be a...
I might have one.
She just like me. Dosed and Karnan. The third Voldos. Yeah, the fourth starter Warframe is Dosed. Yeah, if we get the Baza Prime barrel, we give it to Shiro. That's the side objective. I smell burned Dosed. I feel like I'm having a stroke.
I'm having a doke.
Managed to make completely solid curry. Did they put gelatin in it? How the fuck does that happen? I'm waking up to ash and Dosed. Welcome to Warframe FM. We're playing nothing but rock, and more rock. Need how many? I still need... oh yeah, I forgot to reply to your message. Sorry about that. I still need kinship and double back, but I need to look for how many.
Defend yourself and use reactant to open.
Someone probably say wood to the Dosed. Dud.
They're dropping reactant.
Doaster would.
Doaster.
Would dosed, I don't know.
Would or would not the Dosed. You cannot wood the Dosed, I ate it. Make another one. Go get more! It's like the fucking just said it all. It's like, go get more! What? I said go get more!
He's dead.
Oh, Ant Prime win? Good question. These are so low level that my 4 insta-kills them, for fuck's sake. AoE nuke my ass. What is this? Throw it up so I can wood. Please don't put that image in my mind, actually. Please don't say that. I feel violated reading that.
Oh, I can't jump as a fucking Rundler.
Oh yeah, you can't jump when you're in that form. I'm buying Dosed at the Dosed store. I'm actually mortified of the Dosed. Oh god, I forgot because I have the full auto toggle. My Magnus is just fucking... If I can get Chamber Cassie, this might actually be really funny.
I can get on the zipline as a Rumble, though.
Getting my PC off, fair enough.
Oh,
I thought that you meant that you were leaving, Shiro. Huh?
I have a problem.
What's your problem, dear?
I got on the zipline as a Rumbler.
Uh-oh! Can you like dispel it?
No, I cannot use on zipline.
Just stand in the line of... Oh god, this is actually a bit of an issue. Stand in the line of the fire of the rampart until he breaks your overguard.
I have 13,000 overguard.
Just give it a minute. Just give it a minute. Oh no. Minor fuck up, everyone. Minor fuck up. Oh,
Fucking no.
I autopiloted and hit 4, and to refresh my cooldowns, it killed the guy on the turret. Of course, you're only at 9 too. Fuck! How did you do this? Okay, type /unstock. See if it gets you off.
Yes.
Okay, it actually did. Atlas can turn into a Rumbler with the Rumbled augment for his 4. Yes.
Honestly, it's funny as fuck. I don't know if it makes him good again.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit.
I don't think people would say that Atlas is good because of Rumbled, but you know. Check Arcanes. I'll have to look when I get back to the Orbiter. Yeah, rare Unstuck
But, I mean,
W.
it's always his biggest problem, range.
Unstuck is the GOAT, for real.
That was Rose.
I mean, yeah, her too. Oh, hell yeah, I got Chamber Cascade, baby. How many people in chat know that Magnus Prime has a unique Prime gimmick? Uh-oh. I have so much momentum, I keep falling off the map. Guys, Baku boosting might be a little bit too good. There we go.
Oh, the speed keeps increasing with each cast, doesn't it?
No, I just had so much momentum that when I teleported back up, I would fall. Also, I do have all the Curia. There is actually one over here, though, I believe. I'm having a moment. It's somewhere in here. Oh, holy shit, we got it!
Yo,
Shiro!
let's go!
We got your Baza barrel!
Let's go!
Two. Oh yeah, I think that might actually be correct. I haven't done it in such a long time. We did it, Shiro. We did it, Shiro. We got the Baza Prime barrel. No, Shiro's not gonna pay for it. This was in his honor.
You now have to subscribe to Coca369 channel membership.
We have to point Shiro to the channel membership button because he couldn't find it. Alright, number one perk of being a channel member is you can do this. Number one perk of being a channel member. You can spam cucks. Are there any other... I think Goober and Soft Napkin are still here. If you guys could spam some cucks. Where the fuck is the membership for real? It's just on my main YouTube page, I thought. Okay, babe. I think that's enough cucks. I think it's enough cucks. Can I do it without being a channel member? Does it let you? I thought that the emojis were member exclusive. Oh yeah, Gamble was here. That was the one I was thinking of. Hell yeah, cuck spam. Spam yippies. I don't actually know if that one... Yeah, okay, that one is set up. There we go. I can't do it, but I won't. Evelyn with the I have a girlfriend, but she goes to a different school, head ass.
I have a different school, but it goes to a different girlfriend.
What does that mean?
I'm in a different school, but I go to a different...
What is a girlfriend? Alright, the Arcanes. The Arcanes, you're correct.
Sometimes
Okay.
Ordis likes to
For
see
kinship,
yours
I have
like
9, which means I need
nobody can learn.
12?
They think they already know.
And then for double back, I have 5, which means I need 16. I'll make you dose one day. I need that alongside the, what was it, the Greppermint tea or whatever the fuck you had. That's I need to have it with a nice
fucking
glass
huh?
of the Greppermint tea to wash it down. Oh yeah, G. Sorry, the Greppermint G. That's what it was called. Invite me. Did you actually buy those? It's almighty. Hold on. I guess we're going to the dojo for a second. I have to trade away all my Duviri fish for Arcanes. Only 5 kinships. That's way more than I already have. We're almost doubling my kinships. I'm like 50% more kinships. Are you sure you don't want anything for these? Broke. Oh, farming another citrine so the Exus is okay. Fair enough.
If you have any of the rifle candidates, I will give you platinum for that, by the way.
I actually might have gotten a second one. What Warframe male people would you fuse together? I honestly didn't think about this question as much as I should have. Because it's like legitimately a difficult question if I was to splice 2 different characters together. Like design-wise or kit-wise also kind of affects my my answer there, I guess. Oh yes, the male and female Warframe would splice together are day form and night form Equinox. They're both actually
I think I have the
female.
shotgun version, though, unfortunately.
So I think I have another rifle one, but I'll have to look. We'll just look right now. Splice Grendel and Jace so the baby can eat people? Based. Yeah, I have 6 of semi-rifle cannonade.
What the fuck? I have not got a single one.
Grim. Oh god, the Among Us! The Among Us! I should have known. I should have known. I can't give away all my Hovs. So I have 4 Enoch. Hold on, I have to strategize. Can I get a the rifle one? Yeah, sure. I have plenty, so Shiro has arrived. I clicked the item instead of mod again. Hold on, you gotta get your complimentary fish. What are the other Duviri fish? I have to look. I have to look. This was a very important decision. I have 42 small Merc Rays. Oh, the Xeron. You can have a bunch of these. There you go. Shiro is now online. You can have some Les Fiches au chocolat. Holy shit, the Tromazin. Fish for fish. Among Us, everyone. It's real. It's fucking real. You're just like the fucking stare down. How did you get in here?
Huh?
The Among Us. Eject him now. Salus actually rebuilt the entire Skeld 1-to-1 in her dojo. It's actually legitimately super fucking impressive. She showed it to me one time.
We gotta go there.
When she's back online, we'll have to do it. She actually rebuilt the entire Skeld. It's so fucking funny.
Holy shit.
He's faking tasks. Real. No, I saw him trade with
can
me.
we play fucking Among Us in Warframe then?
I mean, in theory, yeah. That was really fucking funny, I'm not gonna lie. Hold on, where's we need to give Shiro the Baza piece. Shiro, get in here. I have a thing for you. It's weird seeing Shiro's name. Why is your pet named My Penis? God damn it. Baza Prime piece. Destiny wills it. I think it's down and revived all the time. 30 on 30. Hell yeah. So it was the Baza Prime barrel. There you are. Also, see you, Lexi. Thanks for stopping by. I also have to, here, you can have a have. Have a nice day, Lamau got him. I'm not sure if Shiro's, like, just waiting to, like, looking for a good meme item or what's going on here. Everyone always has that one yep, there it is. The Parallax set. Holy shit.
The Paha?
I respect it. 30 Void Plume Quills, baby. Let's go. I don't have much. I don't expect anything. Don't worry about that much, Shiro. But I'll take whatever you decide to offer up. Here, Shiro. You want something awful? Check it. Check this. Chat, I'm gonna curse you with forbidden knowledge of a thing that's possible in this game. I'm sorry that you all had to see that. I just need to let you all know that that exists.
Oh.
Anyways, amazing. How do I unsub?
Well, that's great, honestly.
My absolute stranglehold over the Sion market? That's true. How are you supposed to buy a Sion in this economy? No better than changing the POV to the left side, what, like this? People that play like this bother me. I'm sorry, they do. Like, Rosie plays like this. I can't look at it. I can play with my frame in the center of the screen if I set up a macro to mash my H key, guys. It looks like I'm on like a horse ride. Look how intense this is. I'm sprinting so intensely with all the camera shake. Me when I fucking get you. Me when I fucking get you. If I mash it fast, it just actually looks like screen shake from me running.
That's great.
This is very intense. Anyways. Nova Umbral type beat? Yeah, deadass. The one thing I will shit talk Nova Umbral for is playing over the left shoulder. What the fuck is wrong with you, Nova? I don't even think he's awake right now. I'm just disgusted. I'm horrified. It is 3 in the morning. Here, Hans. Let me give you a few prime parts to hand off to, Mr. Katir. should be the NVIDIA Bratton. I actually agree. It should be the NVIDIA Bratton. No, Prime parts. Or no, that's Relics. Prime parts. Some of these are actually semi-rare these days, but You haven't been vaulted. These haven't been vaulted. You haven't been vaulted. Oh, right, duh.
Oh, the
There's a
thing.
limit of 6. Huh?
The
Oh, the
augment.
Daggeth augment, yeah. 1,000 flawed antitoxin. The flawed mod was actually, I'm pretty sure, 10,000. I like it now. That bothers me. Thank you for Spectral Spirit. I have more things to give you, but I guess it'll have to wait
Yep.
until another trade. Actually, most of my prime cards I was holding on to for you for one reason or another, but Magnus, Baruch, yeah. The other Grendel that it didn't let me give you. Fang. Garuda. Fucking Delox, sure.
Hey, babe, I know you like Zababas.
What the fuck is a Zababa? Holy shit. 600,000 ammo drums? I agree. Trade successful. Trade successful. Trade up contract complete. Okay, let's look at Shiro's account real quick. Shiro's LR3. Operator has a ponytail, so we already know their sexuality. Shiro account review.
Babe, you have a right.
Most used is Wisp Prime. Most used Gunson Prime is actually hella based, I'm not gonna lie. This is a little cringe. This is a little cringe. This is very based. This is kinda cringe. I'd say this is middling cringe. This is like not super cringe, but not like, you know, not it's not great. Raplak Prism. Are you for real right? This is based, this is based. I'll give these both the base rating. That's not even my operator right now. I think it just wants to expose you for being a fucking femboy. All my Fellarks, real. Hold on, let's sort by prog or by used. That Smita with the XP limit disgusts me. What about me? Yeah, let's look at Blueprint's account. Hold on, what's the command? It's /profile Blueprint 27, I believe. Alright, LR3. Alright, Zaku, Archiplasmor, Latum. Okay, this one here is base. Legion being in the slot is hella based. Amisha, Panzer Vulpaphyla. This is all pretty standard. Raplak again, because people don't build new fucking amps. Zaku is like sleeper meta. Zaku is sleeper meta. I'll give that like a whatever the side like between a thumbs down and a thumbs up is. It's pretty, you know, it's like when Zaku inevitably becomes meta, then it'll be cringe, but it's not cringe yet. It's like you have to cash, it's like a check, right? Or like a bond. You have to come back for that later. Archiplasmor has always been like solid. Latum is kind of cringe with it being so meta. This is insanely based. What else do we have here in the used tab? Death Cube? Okay.
Hey,
This is also incredibly based. What do you mean Death Cube isn't your most used? Get those fucking numbers up, Blue. Look at that.
Actually, thinking about it, didn't they?
OG Death Cube is... Holy shit, sorry, go ahead.
They fucking buffed the Death Cube thing with the companion mod. So now I remember going through that phase of like, holy shit, Death Cube is actually killing Sylph enemies in one shot sort of fucking phase.
Death Cube does go hard. Zaku and
Finally,
Protea
yeah.
Lavos is up here. That's good to see. Was dead this patch? I don't know how you could honestly argue that with a straight face. That's why, you know, fair enough. Hold on, B, what's your IGN? I can pull up your account too. So I think my most used amp is Schwach Prism from back in the day. Clamorra's gotta be approaching it, though. Yeah, Clamorra's... Oh, wow, it's actually still very far behind. Oh, just B.Ghost. Okay, well, profile review. B.Ghost. MR28. I like the Jade fashion, especially with her ephemera. I want to use the, like, full tier one when it comes out. Wisp. Oh, God. B. No, not Catch Moon. Okay. Okay. This one is cringe depending on when this happened. This one is always based. Primary Catch Moon is always based. Paracesis, I respect. Helios is based. Nux is insanely based. I give this one a fucking based out of base for Nux being here.
You can check mine.
And then also Signalis reference. Operator.
Oh, yeah, huh.
Yeah, Nux being in here is insanely based. I don't have anything else to say. This is a pretty based account overall. Primary Catch Moon, too, especially. Okay. Nitro, I'm sorry, but your account review is Excalibur Umbra. I mean, Lex and Soma are both based. Broken War is kind of a relic of how you used to play. This isn't anything crazy because new players get it. Paramoa at 80% is insanely based. Moat Prism being over here, 0 XP. Grim. I would say that's a mostly based. Also, thank you for stopping by Pepperbold. I'm glad you enjoy it. Also, yes, I'm pretty much just checking people's profiles. Okay, gaming review. That's a neat Korra, by the way, using her default Prime body. Mesa being here is kind of cringe with how used she is. This is very based. Atomos is, I'm gonna say, middling. This is very based. Based. Yeah, I see how it is. No one levels there. No one levels their fucking amps. I just used to care. It used to carry me pre-endgame. You know, fair enough. Hold on. We have Uber 2406 hyphen. Alright, MR18. Most uses Mirage, Soma, Lex, Kratos, Helios, Cantic Prism. This is a based account. Overall, I'd say this is a based account.
Got another one for you.
Oh.
Another one in chat for you.
This is a based account. Triad Hero 117. LR or MR30. The Norg mask? Holy fucking shit. Norg mask moment. That's a pretty color scheme on your Templar suit, though. Ivara, Heck, Brock. Okay, so I see you're a shotgun gamer. Dokram. Kuva Ayanga? Based. This account gets the based rating. This account gets the base rating. Check my Warframe used. Let me close these. What did I miss, B? Hold on, let's pull it back up. What did I miss? Oh, Ureli is climbing the ranks. Okay, that goes hard. That makes us a bit... That makes us go up a base. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna get through a few
fucking, like, what's the spin-off idea, honestly, on our hands here.
Alright, MR24. Based, very cringe. Ignis Wraith being in here is a mega cringe. This taints your whole account. You have to get this off of here. You have to get this off of here. Quick. What's your next most used? Oh god, you're a whole 5% off on your Cedo. Get this off of this account now. Based, cringe, based, very based. So on and so forth.
Venetian counterpart, yeah.
Also, I like your Ember color scheme.
Look up Kuvo 10 weapons. There's not a single one.
Bruh. We'll do Zert's account real quick. Default color scheme Jade. Valkyr, okay, based. I'm gonna say Skiajati is based because it's not a very good Nikana compared to like the Prime. Oh, looks like a Venetian Carnival costume. That's actually a really interesting way to put it. I feel like Latum and Nataruk are kind of cringe, because they're both, you know, so meta. Nataruk is also free. Helios being here is based. Schwak being here is also based. I accidentally backed out of the account. I have to expedite this, but I say that's an overall... I say Zerd is like a based account. We'll give that a light based. Nataruk and Latum kind of hurt it. Okay, Dino 721. I actually like your operator, too. He even has the dinosaur horn. He's just like a Triceratops, but with one horn, because he lost the other two in a car accident or something. Spore Lacer in both slots. Sarada and Neja. Clamora Prism. I respect it. I'm conflicted about the Spore Lacer. I'm gonna give this an okay. I'm gonna give this an okay. Because Sarada being a Glade is also very good. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to go through these. Leffer 1337. Alright, MR17. Most used is Wisp. Dread. This is a hallmark of being a newer player, to be honest, is that you crutch on this thing. Dread was my most used for a long time, too. Smita and Wisp being in here kind of taint the account a little bit for me, because they're both very in-meta. The based scale is how off-meta are your most used. These are based. Dread is kind of a probably leftover from being an old player, to be honest. Queller's getting up there. That's based. Yeah, Gamble. I'm scared of Gamble's account, honestly. Okay. LR4. Unsurprising. No. Gamble, no. No. Fucking Wukong at 24%? Kuva Ogress? It's all meta trash. Look at this account. It's all meta. Sepfon, Tenet Cycron, Kuva Ogress.
We have Durga though.
I mean, actually, yeah, that's true. No, that's a Smita Kavat. Still shit account. I'm sorry, Mighty. I'm sorry, Mr. Mighty Gamble. I can't. You're literally John Warframe. Oh, so they build fast? Oh, good to know. Frank, what the fuck?
Frank 9.
That is such a complicated name, Napkin. Hold on. Frank? How many zeros is that? 9, 1? Oh god, I cannot. Hold on, I just have to copy this into my game. There's no fucking way.
Oh, your Avery made another mistake.
It won't let me copy it into my game. Come on. It won't. It's not working. It won't let me. I don't know how I type this. I just use this clone for CO buff. Yeah, sure. Sure you do. 9 million? Okay, hold on. Frank 9 0 0 0 0 0 0 0. I think that's right. No, 6 zeros. Is this the correct account? Do I got the right one, Napkin? Account Cooler Cringe stream? Yeah, I guess. Kecker Cringe with Cool Kid. I think I have the right account. Okay, let's look. Trinity, Rubico, Brock, Legion, Carrier. Holy shit! Your art gun choice has me taken aback.
Fucking Cygnus? What the fuck is Cygnus?
It's a 3-round burst. It is the only 3-round burst art gun. This is a based account. This is a based account. So there's so many people are giving it. This is kind of challenging. And Delta 999. Did I miss something? I don't think this is an account. Oh my god, okay, I can't show the account on stream, but actually, you know what one I just thought of, right? The slur account that we discovered.
Yo, him! Yes, I fucking love
I'm just gonna
that guy.
say this. There is an account in the game you can look up that is just the F slur. I have no idea how he hasn't been banned.
The gay F slur for just not the F word, the F slur.
Hold on.
Honestly, he's based as fuck. He's my hero.
Given username does not exist. Delta, yeah, Delta 999 is not showing up. You might need the numbers. This is just an
999 with that, he said.
Oh, Delta. Oh, Delta 99.
Oh, and Avery has hers now.
Hold on. Profile Delta 99. Number 399. Cannot sync to Warframe database due to no internet connection? Huh?
Huh.
Oh, hold on. Fuck's sake. It says that I... Hold on, what?
Sorry, babe. Your internet's broken. You're offline.
I'm trying to pull up a random account that I know should work. Yeah, okay, that one's just fucking with me. Get Warframed. Yeah. Sorry, it's hard to keep up with the amount people are suggesting. Alright, we'll do this one. Scorchy number 740. If I could fucking type. Right, Kecker Cringe. I like your Ember. Off to a bad start with Saren, I'll be honest. Bratton and Lex, these are based. Nikana kind of brings it down a bit. Carrier is based. Grattler, based account. I don't need to look at the rest.
Nux, 76%.
Based alert, based Arcwing use. Gonna add you directly. It's just CoolKid369. There's the numbers if you want them. Feel free to add me so I can reach 1,000 friends list and cap it out. But this is difficult to keep up with. I think this was one that was suggested. Interesting Garuda color scheme. Gauss? I know he's pretty meta, but I still think that's based. Trumna? Also kind of meta, but still based. Based for Lex, Paracesis, and Helios. Nux again, baby. Let's fucking go. I'm probably gonna have to end the stream here soon with the current time. We've been almost going for 3. Here, we'll go back to my orbiter for the rest of this. You might want to go hand those into Barrow too, Nitro, and buy whatever you can. Okay. It's Trumna? I'm not saying it that way. Throw on my dag. I didn't want to look at this. Oh, right. I rebound that key. CoolKid369. Say, feel free to add me if you would like. We got a few pending. All right. Anyone who adds me, I am now going to rate your account live, and that determines if I add you or not. Neja, Cedo, Magnus, the Baller. Kuva Ayanga. This is a based account. That's
Avery, I think, yeah.
Not Dawn. Saren, Ignis, Tenet Diplos, Nikana. Oh, this is your one saving grace. Diplos being in here this high is your saving grace. Oh god, we're getting so many. Oh god, oh god! Oh, the list just grows. Oh, fuck. Okay,
This is
alright, this account.
Entire segment at this point, because this
Wukong,
is
Cedo, Nucor, Zoris. This is
holy shit, this is actually
I'm losing track. There's so fucking many. There's so fucking many. There's so they just keep. I don't. Who did I even look at a second ago? That account was cringe. I'm not gonna lie, but still.
God.
If you check my account, check via most
You
used.
just wanted to get to 1,000 friends. You're gonna get it now.
Meg. Okay, based. Meta, but still based. Cringe, based. Extremely based. Let's do by all used. Helminth Charger? Based. Regular Carrick?
Hey, yo. Unironically, yes, you are the man.
Based. Oh my fuck. Oh god, there's so many. Can I disable friend requests temporarily so I can actually get... That might clear them all out.
Kisaragi? Oh, hell yeah. You have 23 active friend requests.
I have so... oh my god. Oh god, 26 pending. What have I fucking done? What have I fucking done? What have I
Okay,
done?
so surely, at the worst case scenario, you're gonna have 131, 30, fucking requests at worst.
I think I shouldn't have promised this. They just don't stop coming in. There's too many. I was literally going to leave in like a few minutes because it's so late. But God, there's so many coming through. There's so many. The notifications.
It's not shutting down.
Okay. I'm going to hope that it stopped for long enough. There's another one. Motherfucker.
You had to say it, didn't you?
Okay, we're just gonna try. We're gonna try. We're gonna try. What the fuck? Wukong, Exceltra, Nucor, Skiajati is your one saving grace here. I'm sorry. Your one saving grace is Skiajati.
Smita, Amisha, Mazelon, and Prisma Veridux. Wow, that guy is
Revenant,
just meta.
Gatva, Lex, Fang, Sahasaku, bro. Okay, based, mega cringe alert. They're coming in faster than I can get rid of them. Alright, for Clockwork, based, I'm gonna go with cringe on these two. Based, extremely based. Alright, cute dog 123. I respect the name. What the fuck is that operator? Is that blackface Ronald McDonald? Who is that? Who the fuck? What is that? Anyways, Zephyr, Exceltra, Latum, Stropha. Okay, Grattler is based, Odonata is based, Carrier is based, Zephyr is based. These are all relatively in. I guess Stropha not as much anymore. Gotta go through these friend requests. Okay. Extremely based Chroma. I want to say based because Cedo is a weapon I actually like, even though it is a very meta weapon. I'm still gonna say based. These are both cringe. This is also cringe. This is based, though. Oh, fuck. Hold on. Who was I on? I think it was Delta, right? It was. It's just sorted alphabetically. Alright. Aegis Sanctus. Oh, God. The Octavia. This one hurts. This one hurts. I can tell you're also, it seems like you're newer on the grounds that Taxon is in here, Broken War is in here. Or like PB&J, yeah.
You say like Broken War isn't one of like 4 regular swords.
There are a decent amount of normal swords, not that many, or not as many as you'd expect, but also because you get it for free and it's a solid weapon.
It's the crit sword as well, so like, you know.
Rubico is based. Rubico is based. I'll take that. Alright.
I think you rated like a solid 7.5 out of 10 on IGN last we checked.
I'm gonna accept friend, but know that your account disgusts me. Holy shit, we have a good one here, chat. Inaros, Regular Heck, Dex Furus, Broken War. I gotta give props for Regular Heck. Regular Heck.
Furus only came out less than a year ago as well.
Huh?
Dex Furus came out like less than a year ago, right?
Babe, Dex Furus has been in the game for like the past 8 years.
What?
It was one of the earliest Dex rewards.
Oh.
Also, my IGN is just Cool Kid 369. Your Lavos is kind of bothers me with him being just jet fucking black with the gold accents. Regular Excalibur, Vectis Prime, Nucor, Regular Destreza. I'd say that's a decently based. That's a decently
based. This guy
based.
is just fucking me in the early days.
Alright, we have a LR4. Vovan, that's based. These are all, like, Amprex isn't super in meta anymore. We just look up what year is it? I don't know these days. These are both pretty in meta. This is very based. And I'm going through my friends list. This is #1 priority. These all have to be finished. Okay, MR19, Ivara, Baza, Ox. Did you buy the Prime Access? Hollyflower, are you here? Did you buy the Prime Access? I'm just curious. Especially with being MR19. I wonder. Did you buy the Prime Access? No judgment. I own a lot of them too. I'm just curious. Especially with Zorus being here. Now, And a first for this, Slivolpophyla is here, which is also super based.
Nice.
I am glad to see the Slivolpophyla. Thought she had benefits for them? Damn. Still based account. They keep rolling in. What have I done? Alright. What the fuck? Hold on, that just changed on my ass. Oh, does it go? It's going by the name of your linked account. Okay. Okay. Ash, Amprex, Dual Toxicist, Orthos, Odonata is only rank 12. This is still based for the most part, though. I'd give that a based. Warframe India. Regular Volt. Nataruk. These are kind of to be expected. Epitaph. This is also pretty in meta. These are all pretty in meta. Minus Broken War. It's just because it's free, right? Volt, though, I respect the Volt starter. Sabuchi. Someone here actually has the Sabuchi glyph. What the I can't read this because of all the friend requests. What the fuck is your clan name? It's so long. Dave's Discount Ninja and Stabist Convention? I think that's what that says. Holy shit. Okay. Exceltra, I'm a little on. Equinox, this is extremely based. Tombfinger, Praetos. I guess Tombfinger, yeah, these are both still, like, strong but not super in meta. I guess Praetos kind of is. Itzal is based. Centaur, my beloved. I respect that as well.
The unranked Mode Prism, let's go.
I don't even know what just happened there. Well, Mesa, Daikyu, Sicarus, and Stropha. Wrathbone, Morga even based. I do really like Daikyu. I'm gonna go till the clock hits. I don't know, maybe we'll go for like 10 more minutes. I cannot be here all night doing this. The Xbox themed Oberon. Oberon #1, Zenith up here as well. Regular Shade, based. Based. Enter the pantheon of based accounts. Mesa, Cedo, Epitaph, Glaive. This is all pretty meta. I'm sorry. The Switch lags constantly. Grim. Let's just double check real quick. Okay, I did just check you. There are too many, it's hard to tell. LR1. Most played is still regular Excalibur. Normal Vasto. You can't get much more based, unironically. That's all I need to see. Oh, there's a note here. Meow:3. Alright, hold on. MR21. Based. Made my opinions on these things. Raplac just means you haven't progressed far in the amp tree. Alright. Okay, the Revenant is that's bad. I don't know how to tell you this. The Revenant is bad. It is a whole 10% more used. This is bad. This is also bad. These are both based. Strun less so now because it's kind of in meta for being for its incarnate. Larkspur Prime, as much as I despise this weapon for not being that big of an improvement over Larkspur, is also based. MR23, Saren, Basm. Okay, your weapons are very based. Worm is also very based. Saren at 60% is kind of damn. I'll be honest with you. Unranked Moat Prism. Fair enough.
Hell yeah, baby.
Why your Wisp kind of like it's an interesting look. It's all homogeneous minus the still very dark color. I kind of fuck with that, but it's definitely weird. Salta, Cyanex, and regular Mag. These are all very based. Pretty meta and also free. Same with like Panzer, pretty meta, even still. But these are based. These three are based. I like how your account name is Baruch. Okay. LR4, so you have no excuse if Wukong is in here. Rhino, this is very based. Same with Kuva Heck. Double cringe, triple cringe actually, on the new core Glaive and Smita. Odinata is based, and so is Velocitus, especially Centaur as well. That's up there. Schwach Prism, that's also based. You can be inducted into the Hall of Based on that one. I feel like I'm just wearing these words out. Okay. MR17. Most used is Wisp. I hate to tell you this. This is a cringe sweep. We got a quintuple cringe right here. Wisp, Nataruk, Latum, Zorus, and Panzer, and Amisha. Actually, we got a 7 in a row. These are all the meta picks in their slots. This isn't Wisp Prime. You got that going for you at least. And then Raplac Prism to round it out. I'm sorry, Neo Elysium Prime. This is you got to start playing with more off-meta stuff. Use that Ember more. I'm sorry. I let it be known. All right, on to Mr. Noodle here, or maybe Mrs., or maybe they're they, them, I'm not sure. This is a base sweep for the first 4. Baruch, Kuva Hind, Tenet Plinks is already hugely, hugely great. Prova Vandal. Smita Kavat kind of breaks it up, and then we get right back into it with the Grattler and Odinata. So that goes. I give you a based. All right, next up, Legendary 1. You can't hit me with shit like this. Wukong, Torrid, Atomos, and Kratos. You can't do this to me. Kratos is the only one in here that's even slightly off kilter, I feel like. Okay, here's your saving grace right here. 20% on Prisma Dual Decurion. This is your saving grace right here. Alright, Opinion Fox, MR22. Wisp, regular Astilla, Cycron, and Nikana. Okay. For the base, we've got Kuva Grattler, Voska Kavat, and regular Astilla. I would give this this is a relatively base. Like, these kind of hurt it. These are all pretty meta picks. But, I respect it otherwise. We're getting through them. God damn it. I said that another one showed up. Okay. MR15 for IR board. Umbra, Cedo, Dex Furus, Skiajati, Taxon. This is a based. This is a based. Yes, we are reviewing profiles. Right, Past Panda Prime, MR23. The Wukong really hurts your account for the Kecker cringe. Who's your second most used? Ash is actually getting up there. Okay, this is good. This is not good, but this is good. This is good. We're about to replace him. Zenith is based. Pretty meta. Based. Why is your Imperator not max rank? Why is your Veritux not max rank? And they're your most used? What the fuck?
How the fuck?
Okay, Ballin. I'll be the judge of that. I think we've looked at this account already. Yeah, we did. Oh, yeah, I think we did this one too, right? Yeah, we did. I just lost track of it. I think we did this one too. Let me double check. Yep, I recognize the Ember. Okay. MR30 for Shezbot. Varuna. Okay, very based up front. Ignis Wraith and Nucor. Ignis Wraith especially is like a giga cringe on your account. Are you soon to replace this? Okay, you're getting there with Tenora Prime. You have more XP on your Tenora, but half the kills.
Maybe that's indicative of something.
Get this out of here. Get this out of here pronto. The Ignis Wraith and the Nucor. This is based. Karis is based. Panzer's still pretty in meta. Kuva Grattler is very based. I'll give that a relatively based overall for the account there. Right, Siberian Medved, LR4. Regular Ivara, Soma, Lex, Nakana. Kazas? Holy shit, this is the first one we've seen.
A fucking car?
This account is definitely based. There's a kind of, Nakana and Amisha, like, yeah, but... Alright, Space Shade, MR16. Varuna, Ignis, Hiku, Rakta Dark Dagger, and Shade. I haven't used Ignis in 7 years, just started playing from hiatus. Fair enough. I'm gonna say, this is still a blight on your account. We gotta get rid of this. We gotta get rid of this. Everything else on here is based, especially Rakta Dark Dagger. This is a very based. This is a very based. Say, oh, what? How would I say that? Banui? That's how I'd probably pronounce it. Alright.
I don't know.
Square 11. Also, yeah, your MR16. Most used are Nidus, Fulman, Lex, and Haruto. I respect that. I respect that. No more likely just to be accepted. Okay. Onto Atlas's account. Your Excalibur's got a decent fit. Umbra, Nataruk, Nucor, Broken War. Because this is kind of just the trio of, like... Nucor is relatively cringe. And then Broken War and Nataruk, I feel like are kind of, like, you get them for free and they're both solid weapons. That's still, like, my feeling on that. Kind of like Mazelon, too. Helios and Umbra are both based, I'll say that much. Also, no, I have not rejected anyone. My goal is to amass 1,000 friends, which hits the cap on your friends list, and then mass purge them. Okay. MR23. Sevagoth? Okay, the Brahma kind of hurts you on this one. I'll be honest with you. So does the Epitaph. But you're using it with Sevagoth, so I feel like I can give it a pass. Detad is also very based. Diriga is also incredibly based.
Hell yeah.
Another one just manifested in your fucking place. How did that even happen? MR28. Holy shit. Nyx?
Oh,
Most meta companion.
That's Rebecca.
It wasn't for a long time. I think also the most meta companion as a Sentinel these days is honestly probably Nautilus. That's just my opinion, though.
Yep.
Brahma, like these are kind of cringe, I'll be honest with you. Carrier is based. Death Machine Rifle Prime is based. Was I the only Lavos? Thus far, I think so, yes. But we're almost there. MR29. Are the most meta companions. Hounds are very good with their shock ball precept. I still think that Smita and Panzer are up there, though. Proc Archon Stretch. Fair enough. I don't know if that would make them super meta. It's 2 energy a second, but that is still pretty good. I didn't consider that. Zaku. This is like the same like sleeper meta. Like this will be cringe in like a year when people realize how broken Zaku actually is. Catchmoon primary is very based. This is also pretty based if you ask me. Kuva Nukor and Smita are kind of hurt ya. But otherwise that's a pretty based. Volt. Okay, Ignis Wraith, once again, this shit has to go. If you have an Ignis Wraith on your account, this shit has to go. 22%. Are you even close? Your next closest is Torrid? Brother, I don't know how to tell you this. Unequip your primary forever. Stop using these. Play with your regular Boltor. It's your next best shot. Take your regular fucking Boltor. Dual Toxicist is fun, though. Same with Argo and Vel. Panzer's pretty in-meta. Amisha's very meta. Brother, I'm sorry. This is bad. This is bad news. So my in-game name is just CoolKid369. Did I look at this one already? Oh, yeah, I did. Because you have the fancy operator. Independent of actual usage. I'm still grinding. I'm disgusted. Another Lavos. Okay, with these, Lavos is based. These are both pretty meta, but I still have to hand base out to Cedo because I'm biased. Hespar. This is a good one. This is a good one. God bless that Hespar is in there. MR23. Gauss and Exceltra. Okay, I see you like the aesthetic. Epitaph and Nikana. Like, these are all three pretty meta. Exceltra, I guess, was. It's not super, because obviously there's the Prime now and stuff. Slyvolpophyla is also very based. Vortex Wolf. Umbra, Gatva, Mara, Detron, and fucking Doorclave. Holy shit.
Holy shit,
Death
this
Cube,
guy is
regular
based.
Death Cube, Prisma Burst Laser. This one is up there as one of the most based ones we've seen.
Shit.
Mara Detron, Prisma fucking Burst Laser. You
Regular
can't make
Death
this
Cube.
shit up. You can't make this shit up. That's up there. That's fucking up there.
He only has 81 kills.
Alright.
It's been used
MR11.
for this time and it only has 81 kills on it.
Mag, Nadaruk, Ak Bronco. This just screams to me like new player. A lot of this does. We'll see where you're,
He's only rank 11, so yeah.
Yeah, Crispy Zelds, or Chrissy Zelds. I thought there was a P there for some reason. Crispy Zelda, if you will. Your account, we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Your account's getting there. You gotta evolve further. Alright, Dat board. What was that? MR28. No. Not again. Wukong, Catchmoon, and Stropha. Primary Catchmoon is base, but it was said that secondaries can still contribute to the primary slot. Oh, I don't know, man. The Wukong. Who's coming up next? No!
No!
Not Octavia!
No!
Oh, fuck, man. You're boned. For your Warframe slot alone. Oh, dude. Not Nucor, Piranha, Cycron, and Latum. Broken War. Orthos is the... Okay. We're getting there with this. I'm sorry. This is... Like, Helios... Helios is good. We'll take Helios in this slot. Otherwise, I'm sorry. I can't. I can't handle it. Okay. MR26. Closed beta player, even. Ember, Burst on, Despair, Skia Jati, Shade, Stinger. This is a based. This is definitely a based.
He's a closed beta player, but he hasn't even fully leveled up the old Renata.
Alright, Profile, MR21, Excalibur, Bratton Prime, Oclex Prime, Broken War. I feel like I would expect to see the beta player tag on your account, too, with some of these. These are all pretty old.
Corvus.
Oh yeah, regular Corvus. Maybe you're into Profit Taker for that one. Maybe. Alright, Llama Dragon, MR22, regular Limbo, Mutalist Cernos. Okay. Nucor is here. Fucking Rumblejack. This might be the most based one since the Hespar earlier. Fucking Rumblejack? And then
is
Prisma
based, honestly.
Shade.
I like using it.
This is incredibly based. Rumblejack alone.
Actually, damn.
Rumblejack alone.
It's a good just general knife, honestly.
MR19. Baruch, Comb, Catchmoon, Reaper. I feel like with you being MR19, I don't know if you were around when Catchmoon was meta, or if you just started using it because you like it. Kazas is based. Comb is a solid shotgun. Reaper is admittedly kind of a meta pick, but like specifically for heavy attack builds. Also, Lega Prism, I don't think that's the flamethrower one. This is very based. I also am partial to Baruch, even if he is admittedly very good. Right, William Hope. MR23. Vermisplicer. I'd say that's a based. Also, yeah, the requests are going to people I've already accepted. That's the worst part. They're looping. I've seen the same names in here multiple times. Anywhere to change it? Grim.
A fucking Onorix? Really? What the fuck is
I'd say
Onorix?
Vermisplicer, yeah. Onorix, Karis, these are all very based. Germasplicer? Yes, the Germasplicer. World Tomato. MR24. Umbra, Chakur, Nucor is a bit of a blight. Orthos. Like, I guess Orthos was like old meta, and I think is actually still pretty good from what I've heard. Roplock, that's not surprising. I think this is a solid one. Trouble with my clan name? Yeah. Rate all of my songs. Okay, if one of your most played is Octavia because you make your own songs, I'll give you a pass on that one. I'll give you a pass on that one. Titania, Exurgis, Lex, Broken War. Holy shit. Elytron is your most used Arcwing. That's the only one we've seen.
Based.
That's a
Fucking
based. That's a
based.
based.
Clamora Prism.
Valkyr, regular heck. Epitaph is kind of a meta blight on here. Nami Skyla. This is also a pretty solid based. This is a pretty solid based. Two more. XX Winged Wolf XX. MR23. Loki Prime, Tigress, Kuva Nukor, and Nakana. How old is your account? Seeing these two on here is very nostalgic. Elytron again. I wish I could see when someone's account was made. These two are very nostalgic, being here together. Loki is also a very based pick. The only one we've seen so far, I think. Error 404 Kitty not found. Interesting name. MR28. You have an MR test to do, by the way. Regular Loki, Default Loki, Burson Prime, Angstrom, and of all things, Dragon Nakana. You don't have an Adarza Kavad at all, either. Based. Alright, last one. Yaxitha? It says check by most used. Okay. Gauss, Cedo, Spore Lacer, Nakana. These are all, yeah, pretty in meta. We can look at by used. Ureli? Oh, that's actually pretty solid. You have a long way to go on Ureli, I'll say that. Saren and Octavia are pretty high, too, though. These are all pretty in meta. Down to, like, I guess, honestly, like, fucking here. I guess I don't know how solid Envoy is these days. Account's like 8 or 9 years old. This is a solid account. I give that a solid account overall. Nukor, Oxamati's getting up there. Stropha, Hate. Yeah, it needs some work. It needs some work. I'll tell you that. It needs some work. All right, LR4. You have no goddamn excuse if it's Wukong. Okay, regular Rhino. Arca Plasmor, Spore Lacer Glaive. I feel like Arca hasn't been in meta for a while. Like, it's still good, but not like in meta currently. Regular Rhino is pretty solid, though. Granmu Prism? Okay, this account probably is decently old. I mean, obviously LR4, but Granmu used to be the meta Prism until it got nerfed. I give that a solid base. You get the old person's, like the seniority based for Granmu being in there. All right, I'll go to my dojo for you, Bayrot, and then we'll probably go ahead and end it there because it is. We've been live for almost 3.5 hours. I didn't mean to go live for this long.
Hell yeah.
That'll be my current conclusion for the account rating. If I upset you with your account being rated poorly, I'm sorry. I didn't expect to go through that many, and I started to kind of skip through them. Check my primary when I join? Oh, okay. Old person pass? Yeah, it's like when you go to Pizza Ranch and they give you a discount. That reminds me of when Nitro and I went to Pizza Ranch when he was visiting, and it was all old people. There were like 2 people under the age of 50 in there, and I was like, Nitro, if we kissed, do you think we'd kill half the restaurant via heart attack? I think we would have, but that's just my opinion. Look, all I'm saying is you have not lived until you've gotten sloppy in the Pizza Ranch. I can't even finish that joke. Need to show my Ureli fashion to you? If you want to equip it, B, I can check your profile again. If it's cringe, you are unfriended. My goal is when I hit the friends list cap, I'm going to go through and mass purge them. And then like have people that are like in the chat defend themselves. Equipped? Alright, let's look at B. It might take a second to update. It does that sometime. Oh, I think Bayrot messed up. Yeah, Turkish internet, rip. Okay. Profile B.Ghost. Oh, hell yeah. I'm not a huge fan of that it looks normal, but I actually like the way this looks. Heirloom supporter, fellow loser, handshake on this one. I can't publicly shamed and paid for it. I'm surprised. I actually don't know what this is a reference to. Is it... My first thought, B is Lava Girl. My first thought is Lava Girl. That's my guess, I guess. No defending my 23% Valkyr. Profile Dr. Rubito. I accidentally typed it in the relay check. I hit T. Hold on. Dr.
Nice.
Rubito. LR4? Okay, I got, holy shit, 65% Rhino Prime, and you actually have the Rubito plated skin. This fashion actually drips hard as fuck, unironically. I like your operator a lot, too. But that's a very good use of this skin. It's also pretty rare.
The what skin?
Rubito plated Rhino. It's only available through the Steam market. I actually do have this skin. I also have Voban
it's the
Phase.
it's a Steam skin one. That makes sense.
Your use of this skin was executed very well. Ogress, kind of cringe. Plinks is incredibly good. We take those. Jin, I respect it. Cortege, I respect it. The Rhino skin is what wins me over on that one for being a base account. You're literally Dr. Rubidio, and you have the Rubito plated Rhino. Goes hard. Hello, Bayrod. I'm sorry. I was looking at someone's account. One platinum. And a fish, obviously. Hold on. I only have one Sion left. Check primary? The Germa Splicer? Let's fucking go, dude. Let's fucking go. Germa Splicer. I have so many. Hold on. I have so many focus lenses. Here, you can have some Xeneric lenses. Have some Xeneric lenses. Sion farming stream when? For real. 2010 Jeep Liberty. Oh, okay. No, that Rubito plated Rhino actually drips hard as fuck. I don't want your bitch ass. It's one platinum. It's one fucking platinum. Take the one platinum. Broke ass motherfucker. Take the one platinum.
Take the one platinum challenge.
Take the one. Yeah, take the one platinum. Double it and give it to the next person. You have to give that one plat to the next person you trade with. This is gonna be like the communal plat that we just like give to everyone. Half Turkish economy into his fashion, for real. It will stain me. I'm not a huge fan of like super vibrant colors. This is solid, but like the red and the black are very vibrant, which is not something I'm super into myself. But I feel like I've seen some in pubs. Sabuchi's glyph isn't obtainable anymore. That's why it's surprising.
Oh, really?
He left the creator program years ago now.
Right.
And so his glyph is no longer obtainable, as far as I'm aware. Turn my frost into malice based. Alright, I need to wrap this stream up. Thank you all for letting me rate your accounts. Most of you did pretty good. Any Wukongs, any, you know, Ignises, Nucors, Latums, those things, you know, they hurt to see. They hurt to see. But my account is, yeah, Cedo, Piranha, Redeemer. I'd say this is decently based. Cedo's pretty in meta. It's all from the good old days. Kuva Grattler, as always. Carrier Prime. Fucking Sweeper Prime. Account shaming and account shaming. I'll say I need to end the stream here. This has been going on for too fucking long. But yeah, I actually wonder if I look at my used. My first, like, in meta frame, if you don't count Volt, because he is honestly pretty meta, is Saren here. For weapons, Sobek is third. Dread, Lanka, Corinth. God damn, when do I get to my first actual meta one? I guess Strun or Boar. Secondaries, Latum is in fifth. Melees, Redeemer Prime followed by regular Redeemer. I guess Reaper is probably our first meta one. No more cool kids scream. I'm sorry, Shiro. Carrier, Taxon, Helios, Death Cube, Jin. My first like proper meta pick I feel like is probably down here with the Hound. Death Cube's really good, but do I keep track? Sure, I can in a moment. Panzer is at the top of my beasts. That kind of sucks, but I honestly just throw it on everything for survivability. I'll take the cringe on that one. Most used vehicle is Itzal. Amisha's getting up there, though. Bone Widow used more than Void Rig. But, yeah, fuck you, Void Rig. The Plexus is my favorite vehicle, head ass. Art Gun, Grattler, Mausolon, Imperator. Arc Melee, Prisma Veritux. Yeah, it'd be like that. Very fun to go full cringe sweep. Bone Widow Chad's Rise Up. Hold on, let me find your account real quick. In the Discord DMs, here it is, so I can send you this.
Oh,
I am
shit,
currently
yeah,
at...
check it. Look at the fucking Grandmaster panel.
I need 6 kinships, and I'm having a moment. 15 double backs. I don't know why you're giving me these, but I'll take them because I hate this fucking mission. There you go. Look at what, sorry?
The fucking screen here.
Oh, if someone blesses, it puts them on the screens as well.
I knew that, but I didn't know Barrow was on the screen up here.
Oh, yeah, I actually completely forgot about that. That when he shows up on the screens. What science? Or can we send
sneak peek
gifts?
on the next fucking Weird and Obscure, guys.
I have gifts turned off because people were spamming me with joke things like Hydroids. Also, the Syandana I'm wearing, I have on the Oni Prime Ephemera, which are like the wing components. And then the Syandana is Aramis Prime, which was from Revenant's Prime Access. I agree, though. Hold on. I agree with one thing. Blueprint?
All the screens up here are Barrow.
What should we tell Blueprint, chat? What should we tell Blueprint? Nitro, you're not allowed to make suggestions because I know what you're going to say. What should we, this will be our send-off for the stream. What should we tell Blueprint? I'll let some people give me some suggestions. We'll see what the general consensus is. Double it and give it to Payrot? Just say poggers. Where were you on 9/11? That one goes hard. Okay, I think my winning one is where were you on 9/11? This one goes hard as fuck. This one goes hard as fuck. There you go, Blue. I should probably buy a few of these for myself, actually. We'll buy like 5. Fuck it, why not? Pad out my forma a bit. I was inside my mother's womb. It's almost like you were piloting her. Like they piloted the planes into the World Trade...
I knew it.
Dosed? That would be another good one. What is Evelyn's in-game account? And I should just send her Dosed. Can I buy the nutrition cubes from here? Yeah, Zariant Nutrient Cube Dispenser. This is dead-ass, like, the entirety of Bayrot's, like, pantry. Do you order the shit from HelloFresh? You fucking disgust me. I am a 10 on my mom is a Warframe? Real and true. If I got that message, I'd freak out. Send that to me? Okay, actually dead-ass. Dead-ass. Maybe this will get Garuda on your dick. It's gonna get censored, but it's fine. You know what I actually said. There are also different nutrient cube cooking methods you can buy from Hombest. You broaden your horizons. You own the Equinox Deluxe? I actually do. I actually use it on my look for her, too. My look for her is based on concept art where they used red and green to show the 2 different color channels. I really liked the way it looked in the concept art, so I did it as well. I will get laid. Date is going up right now. Yeah, this is what I currently have on Equinox. I do like her deluxe. She has some good Tenogen skins, too. This is a newer one, I think. But, yeah, Insomnia and Divisa here are both pretty cool. Ordering from HelloFresh or Factor instead of fucking cooking. It's just like, alright, here's your fucking delivery. Your Huel hot and savory, you fuck ass. Here's your nutrition cubes. Measuring her lace-up boots with Yerma. Yeah, sorry, these were too sexual for YouTube. These were too hot for YouTube. Here, okay. I know I keep prolonging. Before we go, I have to show Bayrot something very important. There's a capture. Oh, fuck, there's 2 captures. I want to do these before I go to bed. What hour is it over there? 4:01 a.m. But it's not important. It's not important. We're going to the Zeraman.
Exactly.
We're going to the Zeraman. This is what's important. This right here. Garuda would eat with her claws like a fucking animal. Are you fantasizing? Are you like... I think... You said I love her after. I think it's a kink thing. I think that's... anyways.
You know that one fucking claw execution that's fucking brutal? Yeah, that one. That's how she...
I'm sorry. I'm probably gonna... I have to end this. So I don't know how I have any time for that. But... Okay, see, look at this. Look at this. Yep, see? Nutrient Cube Boiler, Warmer, Steamer, Blender, Hydrator, Maker. Look at all these options you have to produce, like, a sterilize. Okay, maybe you shouldn't put it in the sterilizer. The salad spinner. Why the fuck? Okay, what the fuck are you putting in the fucking salad spinner? Your cubes? Oh, wait a minute. I know what you're putting in there. The Zeraman green plant. This is what has to go in the salad spinner. Can't believe we're kink shaming live. Look, this is what has to go on the salad spinners. The green... Yeah, this is what you should give Garuda. Give her some Zeraman green plant. To help round out your meal.
10,000 standing. Goddamn, the economy's in shambles.
Yeah, and then you need to get a comically large spoon. Expand this as much as possible. Comically large spoon. And then, yeah, we have a processor. You can fry some nutrition cubes. You can put them in the...
Cube dice roller for D&D.
Dead ass. The salad spinner, I fucking guess. I don't know what you're putting in that. You can make some meth with these, that would actually spice it up quite a bit, I think. Give her some shoes. I won't elaborate on that, but you could always do that too. Zeraman horse poster, I guess. Have so many Zeraman green plants in my orbiter. Yeah, they're a very tasty snack. Make a cube salad, by the way, that idea is goated. Look, you have to include some Zeraman green plant. Zeraman green plant has to be in there. Okay, glow sticks. These are pretty good. You crack them open, you know, those would probably work. The Zeraman monitoring cube to record your sex. You take care now. I'm not buying the horse poster. Hold on, I have to go talk to Akrithis. Spoon is as much standing as a moat amp. Grim.
Operator, your inbox exists in a non-zero
Yes,
state.
thank you, Ordis. Thank you.
Check your mail?
What does Akrithis have on offer?
I'll have your secrets out of you. Everyone.
I actually don't have this scene. No, yes I do. What the fuck? I literally have recorded things in here. Anyways, okay, she has the long artisan barrel, and that's literally it. I don't know what you're doing with that. Okay, here's the important thing. Duviri footstool. This is what's gonna win over the bitches. Duviri footstool, as Blueprint has so advertised. Duviri footstool. This is where it's at. This is where it's at. Duviri fucking footstool. Honestly, we fucking on the Duviri fainting couch. Nitro and I on the... Anyways.
There's something at the bottom of it all. Something
you can also buy her a bird. I don't know why you'd want to. This is the main thing, though. Feed that bitch. Okay, this is what you're gonna have for dinner. This is what you're gonna have for dinner. The hay bale.
Yo, let's go.
Do you know how many nutrition cubes you can put in that?
A smile on her face every morning. I'm sure one of the lads could tell us more.
I don't know what this would be for, but it probably has some purpose.
Nothing tickled your curiosity?
Shut up, Akrithis. Also, Wally. Welcome back to the Wally Shrine, everyone. He's still here. I haven't forgotten about Wally. He's still hanging out. Everyone say hi to Wally. Everyone say hi to Wally. What else do I have in here? Well, I have the meth making set up with my instruction booklet. Duviri Footstool Market is crazy. Yeah, here's Wally. This will be our last certified lurker moment. Before I leave, everyone go ahead and give us a hi, Wally, to let us know that you're here and that you're alive. This will be our certified lurker moment, and then we'll go ahead and go. What the fuck is Wally? This is Vermink concept art that you can find if you get certain Biz lore fragments. So yeah, this is Wally. I was 3 hours behind the fucking stream. Grim. What the fuck am I doing? I'm sorry, Swan. We're just about to leave. We're getting a few high wallies in.
Diagnostic regressions. All systems nominal. You don't need to thank me.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to go. It's fucking 4 a.m. here. But thank you all for stopping by. Let's sit on the casting couch. Let's sit on the casting couch real quick, just for old time's sake. We'll take a seat on the casting couch. This is a very awkward camera angle for this. I'm not gonna lie. We're not sitting on the casting couch. Welcome to the Haunts shrine. It's pretty early in development, but we're getting there. We're getting there. I love Selfix's art making it into the game is so cool, by the way. She's been in my Discord forever, and her poster here of the cape is fucking gorgeous. She did such an incredible job on it.
It really is, yeah.
Anyhow, thank you all for coming. Maybe I'm sorry, so I have to leave. I've been prolonging this way too fucking much. I'm gonna get stuck for another half hour if I do anything else. I have to leave. Some nutrition cubes in its home. Lacks nitro on the bed to be a real shrine. I can fix that in Captura, but that's besides the point. Don't forget to send nutrition cubes to... Yeah, send nutrition cubes to Beirut so that they can feed their wife and woo them over. Yeah, Discord's in the description. VOD plays is in the description. I'll make more videos eventually, trust. And I'm gonna go. See ya.